Wow. We're fucking
Wow.
up. We're up. We're in the stewed. We basically defeated coronavirus.
We did.
No problem.
Coronavirus was soft. But we were just admiring. This is the new studio. As you can see here, Matt placed a pirate map.
Treasure map.
Treasure map.
Yeah. For pirates. It's a treasure map specifically designed
On
for
our-
pirates. Yeah, back in the day, pirates, when they would do like treasure maps, they would draw like pirate stuff on them.
Pirate skulls.
Ships. Yeah, they'd be like, well, we should put a ship so people know this is actual pirate treasure
Pirate.
map.
Yeah, I like it. It's
Yeah,
good.
threw it up. I mean, dude, we can always customize. I was like, this thing looks. I bought it. I'm like, this will be hilarious. That's a bad idea. If you're like doing interior design, you've never done interior design. Like, what's the funny? What looks funny?
These gamer chairs are pretty cool and sounded like a funny bit, but now we have gamer chairs, and people are like, "Why the fuck would you guys do that?" It's like,
Because
it was funny.
We're the interior designers. Like, dude, gamer chair. I mean, honestly, gamer chairs are the funniest type of
Gamer chairs
you can
are
have.
the funniest chairs,
Dude. I mean,
without a doubt.
come on, dude. I can fully fucking go back.
Damn, you get some head.
I mean, dude, I could be gaming and be like, fuck, dude, I got to get up in 3 hours and just go.
You like that?
I got
That
to
brings us. That brings us to our producer, Lemaire Lee, in the back, dude. What up?
Hey, my mic's not on.
God damn it!
I got to be at AutoZone in 2 hours. Fuck.
That's the wrong store to pick.
Gamers don't work at AutoZone? Getting their windows smashed in.
Yeah, they got the zone.
He could.
They got the zone.
I wanted someone to put that music to that video of the alleged cop breaking the windows. Like, get in the zone. AutoZone. The slogan should be like, stop.
Are you a police officer?
Yeah, man. So
Ain't no thing, dude. Ain't no big deal.
shit's still gay. Current events, we're covering those.
True.
We can gladly report that shit is still gay.
Yeah. I'd say about about in terms of like humidity, it's about 85%.
Yeah,
I would
the
say.
gay, it is lessening.
Yeah,
The gayness.
it's gone down. We had a gay snap in there real quick. Now
There was a gay front that came through. The gay front was strong, and now it's still like it's hitting like. I saw this image of Nancy Pelosi like kneeling with a bunch of people,
yeah,
all wearing like not dashikis, but like the African like a preacher's. The thing a priest wears around his neck,
yeah,
like that, and like African,
like a shawl, yeah, like
an
yeah.
African texture
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
fabric, kneeling with
Do
a
you
bunch
have
of
any
other white
dashiki?
people.
Do you have dashikis?
I have several dashikis.
I have one. I do.
I
have
do.
one.
I don't have a dashiki.
Someone went on a vacation and bought me a dashiki, so I have one in my closet.
You have a dashiki?
I have one in my closet.
Damn, you should do like when white ladies, because you're about to have a wedding with a African American woman.
Yeah.
You should do like, you ever see like white ladies who marry an Indian guy and have, like my sister married an Egyptian and had like an Egyptian wedding
Sure.
where she had to dress like, you should wear a dashiki for the wedding.
I might do like A1 shorts with my dashiki. Long cut A1s, dude.
Oh man.
I think N1s have been relegated. Like, there's definitely a fashion ecosystem, and I think it's like the fashion eventually filters down to definitely like fat white dudes with fat legs. That's who wears N1 shorts. now.
And1 shorts are, it all trickles down to just dudes who do heroin. It's just dudes in heroin. And one, think of all their nicknames. Sleepy.
Well, even like
shit, Sleepy's got it. And
even-
Wawa.
like South Pole gear, it's just heroin addict. Everything filters down to heroin addicts.
Was it Enichi? Enyc.
Yeah,
Isn't that how you pronounce it?
yeah. I used to call it Ents, but I think
Yeah,
it's Anichi. I think you're right.
maybe. Well, either way,
ENYCE.
that's totally trickled down. So basically, yeah, it does go from like black culture, whatever's fashionable, a decade later, white drug users will be wearing it. And they'll be sleeping in it.
like
Which is good. It's extra fabric.
True.
Those guys are probably like fashioning tents out of it.
True, man. Like a first down bubble jacket, dude. That's fucking perfect for sleeping in Kensington.
Yeah, I think that's actually how, like, I could be wrong. I think denim started as a tent.
Really?
Lemaire, you're fired. I know this isn't the climate for us to be firing our only minority partner. But you're fucking fired, dude. Yeah, I could be wrong about that, but I think denim started as a tent fabric, and then like miners just started wearing them as pants because they were durable.
That's also not a very breathable fabric. If you're in a denim,
No.
do you ever wake up in a tent?
Yes.
It's fucking hot.
It sucks. The tarp,
If
it
you-
always sucks. I've never not had a
Ew.
shitty experience waking up in a tent.
Yeah, Matt, if you woke up in a tent, you would just have a nut sweat on your forehead. In a jean tent.
Yeah, just
It
nonstop.
would just, your whole body would be crotch sweat.
Yeah, well, their lives did suck. So, I mean, you just
Yeah.
wake up all sweated out and you're just like, all right.
I got a
Go about
shower
the
last
day.
night. I worked out last night and did like a no soap shower. I call them rinse offs.
Yeah.
I was like running real quick and
Oh.
just do it. Dude, I like just rinse. You ever rinse off? You get real sweaty and rinse off with no soap, and it's like you're basically Gladiator. I like just rinsed off of water, and I'm like, this is how I used to do it, dude. You would just go into a river. Like you had like an important date. You'd be outside just like eating bugs and doing shit, and you just would like put water on you and be like, dude, I'm fresh as fuck
Just
right now.
eating bugs.
Yeah, you'd be like, digging in
Yeah,
the
you're
dirt.
munching some bugs.
Well, if you're farming back in the day, your crop's not going, you're like digging, you're definitely munching bugs as you're going. Like there's been a lot of bug munching that's flown under the radar.
yeah.
If you're like a 17th century farmer and you're sitting there and you're digging, your potato crop kind of sucks, you're
I wonder if munching bugs was like, you know how like today, like I'll toss a booger in there every once in a while.
like munching a bug.
I'll munch a booger every once in a while. Get rid of it.
True.
You got to get rid of it.
Destroy the
You
evidence.
toss it in, maybe launch it.
Yeah.
But if it's one of the,
I treat boogers like I do if I get a packet like a drugs if I'm getting pulled over. I'll consume it. If someone's like,
If
what,
someone's
what
around,
are you
yeah.
doing? I'm like, nothing.
I bet that's how bug eating was back in the day.
You sneak
People
one?
like everybody kind of did it,
Yeah.
but it was very shameful to admit that like every once in a while you pretended to not have one in your fingernail, like
Just fucking eat a bug. You think people are out here Hakuna Matata just like, dude, this is what we eat.
breaking open a log.
Yeah, like no, but
Dude, I've been strong into that. You're talking a good time period for me.
yeah.
The whole way out here, I was listening to that book again. First
What's the book?
the book is, oh yeah, a lot of people were asking. It's called War on the Run. It's about Robert Rogers, and but it's also about like just life pre-revolution in America
Mhm.
and like Native Americans and shit. And I have been harsh on the natives
Mhm.
the last couple episodes. That's what happens when you report on something before you finish a book.
True.
Like I read one chapter that was just like, this is what the Indians used to do. And then the next chapter was like, they did have some good things, but I only got the bad part.
Welcome to my world,
And
dude.
then immediately reported on it. And I was like, they were called savages for a reason. And then, but no, they had some, dude, hilarious. This was making me laugh. I knew you'd like it. These 4 white dudes got caught catching beavers. The beaver pelts were like, that was money back then.
True, yeah.
That was because in the colonies, they didn't really have that much currency.
Mhm.
So, I mean, dudes would counterfeit like crazy.
It's really funny too. When there's like no money, people are like, all right, well, forget about money. What else do we have? Like we all have beaver pelts.
Fucking beavers are everywhere.
Like, all right, well, that's money now.
Yeah.
All right, continue. Everything continue.
Oddly enough, the chapter was called, well, it was about how if you counterfeited, back then it was a death penalty,
Mhm.
which hasn't changed much.
Wow,
anyway.
you address a nation?
Anyway,
Excuse me.
pardon
Well, it's
me.
actually policed by the Secret Society still. Or no, Secret Society, Secret Service.
What's that? Counterfeiting?
Freudian slip on my part. Yeah, the counterfeitings, it's policed by the Secret Service. They're the ones following money. It's the president's bodyguards or something.
The
They're
Secret
also
Service is
they give their life for the bodyguard, and they also have to make sure nobody's printing funny money. That's the Secret Service's job.
They used to literally on bills say to counterfeit is death. Used to
Really?
be printed on bills. Like, yeah, if you got caught counterfeiting, you were fucked. Like they would brand you or kill you.
As you get branded as
Yeah, you
counterfeit.
get brand. They used to get branded under their eyes, like right here.
Oh,
Pretty sick. That's
just
what-
to make sure, check
yeah,
for
it would
funny
just
money.
say R for like rogue, if you were like a vagabond or a piece of shit, and then like M for murder, like all that shit.
Damn.
Sucks to get an R for rogue when, rapist.
Shit, what did they give people for rapists by R little a?
Yeah, it sucks.
It's like the periodic table. It's like
Uh,
R little a rapist, R rogue.
But no,
Being a
these-
rogue is sick.
being a rogue is sick, but back then it wasn't. People hated them.
True, if you didn't follow the
If
rules.
you were just because in the colonies there were like no rules,
Yeah.
so dudes would come from Europe that were criminals there.
Mhm.
Just all you had to do back then was call yourself a different name. You could do it in
Sure.
a moment. You'd be like, "No, I'm Tom,"
Mhm.
and then you go to another town
Yeah.
and just counterfeit money there.
Well, it's also
So they'd have to brand you. There was there wasn't an internet back then.
yeah.
There was no databases.
That's what I'm saying.
They just have to do something. They'd like cut your ear off.
But yeah, your personal horizon ended at your town, and then a guy would come in and be like, "Yo, this is new money." You're like, "They put new money out?" And you're like, "New money, bro.
Yeah,
You want it or not?" And you're like,
"Give me that horse. Here's a bunch of new money."
You're like, "Well, I just ate a bug. You know, I can't turn down this new money." And he's like, "Why does it look different?" He's like, "Don't do the counterfeiting back then. The technology. What the fuck did they do? It was drawing.
There were plates. There were plates that they could.
So they stamped
Counterfeit. Yeah.
So they would get a money stamp.
Yes.
And then be like,
just stamp shit.
They could have just made T-shirts back then. They had no idea.
Printing T-shirts.
If they had like a print, like a money dollar bill.
There's your shirt.
Yeah, that's true. That's my tee. They could have just printed tees, dude. Be like, yo, you just want to wear a shirt with a dollar bill on it? Like, yeah, that's fine.
That would have been tight. The clothes back then sucked.
Yeah.
But so these 4 dudes were trespassing and collecting beaver pelts.
Sure.
Which, dude, beavers are huge.
Are they?
Yeah, I didn't know that. They get up to 90 pounds. They're fucking big dogs, dude.
Beavers are 90 fucking pounds?
Beavers can get up to 90 pounds, at least back then. I'm sure they've been killed enough now that they're a little,
Sure, a little skimpy.
They're losing weight.
These are like the dinosaur days for beavers.
Beavers were 90 pounds. These dudes, and they would trick them. It's a sad way to kill them. I don't.
What would they do?
So they put like a trap in the water and put like female pheromones on it.
Yeah.
And when the beaver stood up at the top of the stick, there was a clamp or something that drug it under the water.
How'd they get the female beaver pheromones?
Do
I even want to know?
You cut them out of them and
squeeze,
rub it on a stick.
So you have to you'd have to surgically remove you'd have to cut their pussies open.
Yeah, they'd be like, here's some, well, maybe that's how beaver came out.
True.
Now I'm thinking about it.
Think they took him for a spin?
They're eating bugs, dude. You don't think they're taking beaver puss for
By
a
the
spin?
way, a man just got charged in Delaware for having sex with molesting ponies. So
that is a tale as old as time.
Did you hear that story?
What happened?
There's a Delaware man. I think he's 32 years old. There was an so people are coming back and seeing the ponies ankles would be kind of raw, and they're like, "What the hell? What's wrong with my pony?" And then this guy was going into barns and strapping the pony. He would strap their legs down.
Yeah, you gotta get those back legs.
He'd have his way with them. Yeah, you don't want to get kicked.
Yeah.
So he was. I don't know what he was. I don't know if he was. They said molesting them, so I don't know if he was penetrating these ponies. I think he was just oral, maybe. I don't know.
A guy. Yeah, that was my first joke.
What?
A guy in Pennsylvania was eating horse pussy. He got caught.
Was he?
And I was like, all you have to do is stand up and you're innocent. Like if you get caught eating pussy, somebody has, and you just stand up real quick. What psycho is going to be like,
you eating pussy?
You just eating that horse's pussy? Boom. Harrisburg Comedy Zone explodes every single time. That was in Perry County. They're like, whoo.
Well, it's topical too.
Yeah.
They're probably caught my cousin eating horse pussy the other day.
Everybody's been eating horse pussy. All right, hold on.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So these 4 dudes get captured by these Indians. They take them and they make them run the gauntlet. So that was one thing they would do when they would capture prisoners. A lot of these tribes would make you run a gauntlet right away. So the whole town would come to the bank of this river with these 2 dudes they captured on canoes.
Yeah. And
one of them, by the way, Stark, in the Revolutionary War would come up with the term "live free or die." Pretty sick. Yeah. He was that. I mean, this is how small a world this was back then.
Shout out.
Oh yeah, true.
Shout out.
Lemaire, you missed it. God damn it, dude, you're fired. Wait, would you doze off?
Huh?
Yeah, go sleep.
He's not paying attention.
He's paying attention. He couldn't know I was doing a physical. He doesn't know my comedy's verbal and physical, dude. Physical comedy, dude. Welcome to. So they did.
So the whole town comes
What's the
out.
gauntlet?
Gauntlet is where the townspeople, mostly young men, line up 2 rows and make you run the gauntlet.
Oh, they're making.
And they hit you with sticks and fuck with you the whole way.
I thought they were. So you get caught by the Indians, they'd make you do a gauntlet.
Yeah, the Indians would make you run the gauntlet.
Did we have a gauntlet?
As a prisoner. No.
I mean, not we, but they're fucking.
Yeah, did the good guys? Did the good guys have it?
Did the settlers have a fucking gauntlet?
No, I think they probably just
killed you.
Executed Indians, I'm sure.
So you had to run through.
Yeah, they handed you a stick that you had to hold. So you couldn't block. You had to hold a stick and run through a gauntlet. And they would all just hit you. Now they tried not to hurt you. They tried not to kill you, I mean. They just want to hurt you. They want to fuck you up. But the Indian who captured them, who was the chief of this tribe, told them some things to say.
Yeah.
In their language that would make it easier on them, which actually translated to I could fuck up everybody in here. Hilarious. So the first guy ran through and was like, Tahini Gaba hop up to get like he's just screaming
talking shit.
He had no idea. He was
And they're
in
just
there.
fucking cradling the crossballs.
dude.
Just like, what you?
The second guy came through and his chant was, "I could fuck all the women here." Like while he's running through, and then he started getting hit hard enough that he started fighting the gauntlet. He dropped the stick and just started swinging, and they let him go. They were like, "All right, hilarious. We're not gonna hit him
Well,
anymore."
he's also probably crying, be like, I can fuck all the girls in here,
I know,
please.
dude, just
please,
running through like,
please let me
"I'll
fuck
anybody here."
Please let me fuck all the girls in here, please,
Yeah.
for the love of God.
So I was wrong on that part. The Indians were funny.
That's fucking
Obviously,
hilarious,
that guy in the
dude.
canoe was like, "Here's, I'll hook you up.
Oh,
This is gonna make things a lot easier. Just
Oh.
yell, I'm gonna fuck all the women in here." Hilarious. That's. I mean, that holds up today. That joke. That's a good bit.
It's pretty good.
That's a good bit by that Algonquin.
Oh, that's pretty fucking funny. How fun would it be to have a gauntlet too? This is the thing. Like
We did it in high school.
I know.
Gauntlet rules.
Yeah, this is what people do,
Yeah, it's an
Form-
instinctive thing to make people run through a gauntlet.
and just fuck them up.
Just slap them the whole way. But yeah, then they did get a little mean
Yeah.
after that. So some of these tribes would have like you go cabin to cabin
Mm-hmm.
when you're getting indoctrinated, basically as tortured, like into being a prisoner. You get
Hazed. Yeah.
get hazed into it, which
Yeah.
is like you go to this cabin, somebody will pluck a fingernail out. You go to the next cabin, someone will bite your finger off. Someone will just gnaw your finger off. One of the cabins was just one of the women just beat the shit out of you. You couldn't hit back.
Kinda
She
tight.
just beat you as hard as she could the whole time.
Really?
Dude, it was
Did
Then-
they cut your finger off yet?
eventually, yeah, this is
Nah, that
usually,
sucks.
and then there's some cabins where it's just little kids and they stab you a little,
Just
light
Oh,
stabbings.
Man.
And then eventually I think a lot of them would scalp you and then pour boiling water on where they just scalped you, which
It's hot too. It's fresh off the fire.
yeah,
too.
and then just make you roll in like thorn bushes. They're just doing like really mean shit to people.
So you had to go get the aggro crap. This is global guts.
Oh, you got crushed. You got fucking crushed. But the Indians, a lot of these tribes, so that's another thing that is annoying. Obviously, I've said it 1,000 times. When people talk about Indians in America, they're always like the Indians, like it's one group. These
Sure.
are just, some northeastern woodland tribes I'm talking about here.
Exactly.
Obviously, it fluctuates.
Yeah.
But
Read up if you don't know about them.
some of the, they also they all like loved being able to take pain. That was like their big fucking thing. Like if you like if your mom cried while giving birth to you,
Yeah.
everybody in the tribe was like, "You're a fucking fag."
Really?
Like that was that stayed with you. So
You're-
even moms had to be like tough as fuck the whole time, like wild shit. And
so
they
it's
used to-
possible. It's possible for women to give birth, not even just like,
naturally
even just kind of like, they complained?
not allowed to complain, dude.
Crazy. So it's possible.
The tribes had some good ideas, dude.
I'm just curious.
They had basically a quit you policy to women.
Like knock off
Quit your
crying.
bitching, dude. Or your kid's gay.
So it is possible to, maybe, it doesn't, you don't have to fucking harp on it forever. Oh, go on. Sorry, please. Totally unrelated.
Also, one that made me laugh was one of these Indians like recorded how British people acted when they got hurt, which was wah wah. Like that's literally how.
Oh.
Like when we scalp them, they just go wah wah.
Me hair, me
Oh, you got me hand in. Oh no.
So that's where the powdered wigs came from. They would go to scalp you, the powdered wing would slide off, and you just be like, "Ugh," and just pop off.
I wonder if powdered wigs were treated like black ladies' weaves.
Were they getting a fight?
If you touch them,
They would get two guys would get a fight in the Senate. There'd just be like pieces of powdered wig everywhere.
Anyway, so that was
that's funny.
It's been fun stuff reading up on that.
So the gauntlet, though. So at the end, after a guy bit your finger off,
I mean,
a woman dominatrixed you, and then a little kid fucking needled you. What would happen? They would just be like, oh, like a roller coaster. Like here's our impression of you being a pussy about this.
pretty much. But there was also examples of dudes getting tortured and like laughing and making fun of the Indians. At which point, a lot of the Indians would kind of like let them live,
Like you roll.
be like, "Yo, you're tough." Or another thing they would adopt. They adopted a lot because a lot of these tribes were like sustenance farming and
Mhm.
shit like that, where they didn't have a lot of manpower, especially at this point with the colonists there. So they would just take dudes in.
yeah,
They'd
but
be like, "You're one of us now."
bite your finger off first.
You
Like,
bite
all
your
right.
finger off and be like, "All right, you can stay." There was one guy got adopted and was like literally from that. Oh, dude, he got adopted by a dude slowly just because he obviously couldn't speak the fucking language.
Mhm.
So he sat down and an old dude in a cabin started plucking his hair out. Like he likened it to like a bird, like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
turkey, like just ripping the feathers out. This dude started ripping all his hair out and left a patch in the front. And he didn't realize it at the time, but he was giving him their haircut. That's how they cut hair. Barbershop in the tribe was rough, dude.
So he gave him the number 4 on the wall.
Yeah, he just ripped it straight out. Just an old dude ripping your hair out. And then the chief came in and was like, "You're one of us now." And he was like, literally from that day, no one in that tribe treated me remotely different. Like all it took was the chief being like, "He's one of us," and everyone was like, "Sup?"
Sup, bro?
That was it.
Well, dude, also, too, it's like, I was trying to be like, well, could I be friends with people who bit my finger off and had their wife beat me up and yelled at me? It's like, imagine where they're like, all right, dude, we're going to let you loose. Now my other option is to live in the woods.
Yeah.
And first, just doing that alone without people who are going to bite my finger off and imprison me.
Yeah.
Just if there's anybody, they could be so mean to me and be like, no, but you're still part of the thing. I'd be like, thank you. Just thanks for not letting me fucking starve to death next to a creek.
One guy got adopted and he was like a slave and he was doing like farm work, and eventually he like threw his hoe into the river and was like, "This is for women," and all the Indians were like, "Sick, this guy's awesome." We're gonna let him free. So the Indians did have cool fucking codes. He risked his life to be like, "This is chick work.
This is girl work."
They were like, "You're right, that's chick work, dude. Go home."
You passed the test.
Yeah, and also
that would be sick at the Last Samurai, the final test. And be like, "This is fucking gay," and they're like, "Congratulations,
This is
dude."
gay, are you? You're free, are you? But they
too many minds. He's like, everything's fucking gay. Everything's fucking gay. And they're like, yes, he's learning.
Yes, he's learning our ways.
That's fucking sick, dude. The
Yeah,
guy
the
was
Indians
like, fucking
code.
girls.
Yeah, he threw his hoe into the river, and they were all like, "This is good,
Respect.
very good."
He learns. There had to have been white guys out there that bit other white guys' fingers eventually.
He came home and started biting fingers.
No, I'm saying like,
"What are you doing, dude?" Like, it's how you become tribe. Biting fingers off that's like the 3rd or 4th reference they've made to it. So
Sebastian
I think
Younger
it's
left that out.
safe to say that some of the natives were munching fingers hard.
For sure.
Gnawing your finger off.
Just an old gotcha.
Just
Like, let me see your finger. Close your eyes. Bite your finger off. Like,
got your finger.
Oh, man. No, I'm saying I wondered if any settlers joined. Because a lot of those dudes stayed with the tribes. Even people who ran away from settlements, they stayed with the tribe. I wonder if there had to have been someone who bit someone like John Smith's 3rd cousin. Definitely probably bit someone's finger off.
Yeah, I'm sure. If you hang around that culture long enough, you're gonna nibble a finger.
Well, it's also funny too. Like if so, like they have adopted like European dudes. So you're just like running. You're in the Gauntlet. All of a sudden, you come to the next tent with a white dude in it, and you're like, "Dude,
you gotta
this
help
shit's
me."
fucked up." And he's like,
"Yeah."
"Ah!"
He's like, "I know, it's fucking. Let me see your hand real quick." It's crazy. He holds up a hand. He's like, "Me too." But yeah, then they also Robert Rogers, who the book's about, wrote down that he was like, "There's also literally zero wealth disparity. Like everybody is the exact. Like you can't. You're not allowed to do anything if your neighbor's poor.
Can't.
You got to help them.
Yeah.
Which good quality.
Mm.
I think it's easy to be that when you guys are all living in fucking tents, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's
pretty easy to be spreading the wealth when there's zero wealth.
Yeah, or it was also really physical back then too. Like you would be like, there wasn't like like Bitcoins and fiat currency. It was like you have 6 goats, some guy has 2, and you're like, here, dude, have 2 fucking goats, or whatever. It's like, here, bro, have a fucking pelt. Yeah,
so they did have good shit.
I think they used to also do a thing where they would, whoever had the most stuff would burn all their shit. Well, it was they had little, I forget who it was, but they'd have a thing where like the dude at the top was ceremonially would just like get rid of all of his shit.
That's like Bill Gates giving to charity.
True.
It's pretty much what we do.
Yeah, they would back then. The Native Americans would give away like a large proceeding of all the stuff they had, then secretly develop a little shot based on your genetics. Dude, nobody wants that shot, by the way.
Really?
A lot of people I talk to are like, I'm not fucking. One person is like, I'll take my chances on that. A lot of people are like, so they're gonna rush the vaccine. I can't think of that word. They're gonna rush a vaccine, and they're saying it's not an inert form of the virus, so it's not like the old. How they say when they give you a virus, like it's like it's dead. It's kind of like half alive, and you're like, okay, that makes sense. There's not that. They're like, no, it's just like it's just like a genetic sequence that goes into your genome. And
I don't think I've ever once, until obviously recently, I don't think I've ever once like even asked what a vaccine was.
Yeah.
I think I've always just like I don't even think I've ever gotten a flu shot.
It's the good stuff. Like, here's the good stuff. You want to get
I
sick?
literally am
Here's
just
the good
they're like,
stuff.
here, we have to give you 3 shots today. I'm like, fuck. All right.
Yeah. Fuck.
I'd never ask what it is.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, man. Well, that's the Bill Gates was saying, like, hey, man, look, this is just genetic stuff. Don't worry about
just
the weak.
fucking
It's
around
not a
with-
weak.
Good genetics.
It's not a virus we put through the gauntlet. This is fucking just.
The gauntlet's tight. We need to break the
Oh,
gauntlet
we need to bring
out.
the gauntlet back big time, dude. Well, dude, how about we might have the gauntlet? There's Minnesota's going. They're defunding their police entirely.
Man, that fucking governor or the mayor of Minneapolis, could there be a
Minneapolis,
bigger
sorry.
fucking dork?
For defunding the whole police.
No, just him in general.
I didn't see him.
Have you
Oh,
seen this
yeah,
kid?
I saw the guy. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's a good person. I haven't seen too much about him, but I did see him in front of in front of a protest.
Mm.
They were like, yes or no, are you going to defund the police? And he was like, no. And they booed him and he had to walk out.
Well, he
Pretty
did
great.
it. He did it now.
And then now he's like, oh, I thought about it and you guys were right. So I'm actually doing it.
It's also funny too because it's like, he's the mayor, so he's there to represent everyone. They're like, what are you guys going for? Like, we want to defund the police, and he's like, fuck.
Yeah.
But dude, apparently, so I thought because that's the thing too. A lot of these issues get filtered through like, which news channel do you watch? 'Cause at first, I read it and I was like, we can't get rid of the police. We need the police. Every time I get pulled over, I'm like, fuck, get these guys the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So I'm all the way filtering it through I'm doing my thing of like, yeah, the people I hated at my school are winning somehow. And I was like, wait a
Yeah.
second. So I read the whole thing and I'm like, it might not be a bad idea to have what they're saying is try to do it where like you would have a local, everything's dealt with locally. So of course there's ways that can go off track so fucking hard. It's like, if you need an example, look at the rest of the world. But it's like,
Yeah.
also if there's like these, because they're saying like the police have to go and take care of these like weird they're aggressively pursuing like minor violations where they're like, hey, there's a law that says you can't stand right there. And like, I want to stand right here. Fuck you, dude. And then you're fighting over this weird violation where it's like, if that was people who live there, if like the older dudes who live there were able to be like, and women, excuse me, or living there could just be like, hey,
And
like
others.
everybody and others, excuse me,
No, there's excuse you.
and everything. They'd
Others
be like,
probably not the right word. That's not very inclusive.
others, no, it's other, it's thems.
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 A bunch of fucking thems.
If thems, theys want to be there. No, but it's if instead of a guy just being like, you can't stand this spot, move, and it's like, fuck you, now you're arrested. Just a guy being like, yo, man, get the fuck out of here. You're bothering that lady. So I don't know. Maybe it would work.
But wait, who's the other guy?
They would hire people within the community. It would be intra-community policing.
All right.
So again, if people were like, this is a good idea. It's like, just do me a favor and check out the rest of the world first, because this can be easily corruptible, dude.
Yeah. Well, are you saying that's getting picked up a little?
Oh no,
That guy? Or are you just nodding?
I'm nodding in agreement.
Exactly.
With that defunding the police might get corrupted a little?
No. About the things Matt's saying.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I don't think he said that exactly, but yeah.
I'm saying,
Yeah, the vigilante squads that people are going to
so
hire.
it would be.
Could maybe those vigilantes could get out of hand at some point.
Well, this is for sure. But and this is the argument with the anything's going to get corrupted for sure. I know this is like fucking retarded. We should just pause. Are these hammers picking up?
Well, now they're not.
No, because I can really hear him over you guys.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect. I was actually, I don't know if you noticed, I was strategically spiking my voice.
Yeah,
when
you're
I hear
fired
something.
up. I was
Well,
kind of.
This is the so here's the I'm initially against it, but then they're like, it's not just like, because I thought it was just like no more cops, but it would be, you would slowly be like start replacing people who are going into like places that are like so bombed out and poor with guys just being like, what are you smoking fucking weed? Bah! And like fucking pile
Sure.
driving you, with like people going through and being like, everybody here cool. And then, saving that task force for like serious shit rather than dudes walking. Because that's the other thing too. It's like, no one thinks about it. Like, cops don't just roll around all day and like hit people and leave. It's like when like some like 60-year-old dude who's been living by himself for 30 years, like dies from like diabetes. They're also the guys that have to go like lift dead bodies out and like fucking go throw them out. So it's like, who wants to do that? Are you signing up for that as well?
Yeah, I wonder if the vigilante squads are gonna, or the
Well, it's not vigilante squad.
what do we call them?
It would be, so everything, the police's work would be, and this is where it does make sense. You would look at the job of policing a community, and it's like, we still have the idea that like you have to roll, like you must have like everything's dealt with the force of the police, where you could try it with like 3 or 4 ways first, then those don't work. And then it's like you have a cop roll up to a guy like a 302. There's a crazy dude, and there could be people like social workers, not tooting my own horn, but you could have people who go out and they're like, hey, who are like you're trained in like calming people down rather than being like, shut up, you crazy motherfucker, shut the fuck up.
yeah.
A lot of cops just lack the sophistication.
Yeah, wasn't there one of those? Wasn't there like a severely autistic dude that got shot by the cops, like with the social worker there?
That's also
I could be wrong.
Well, there was the guy Timothy Timba.
I think I remember seeing it where they were like in the street getting shot.
The social worker was like, no.
Yeah. And they're like, she's retarded too. Kill that bitch. Both these retards are a threat. Put them down.
Oh, that's the problem. It's like, dude, I automatically reacted to it like, what if he doesn't have fucking cops at all? But it's if you read it, it's like, no, that's not the issue. But then again, we'll see, dude. We'll see what happens.
I mean, I don't know. I was just laughing thinking about like, yeah, it'll be just, neighborhood watch. And then like, 5 years from now, they'll be like, we should get a place to work from. So, all right, we've got a neighborhood watch station.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should get them uniforms. All right.
Yeah.
Got a neighborhood watch. We can get them cars.
Well, we'll buy
get them a tank.
I think that's
fuck, we got the cops.
I think that's the best we can do though, is just reset every like so many years and like, yeah, here's the new move. And then we just reset and everyone's like, this is cool. And slowly we just get fucking corrupted. That's kind of the, it's kind of the raw deal in all of its full and sinister glory, dude.
Yeah, that eventually everything does get corrupted.
Yeah,
so you just got to keep hitting reset.
Yeah, well, eventually any position where people have a say or a power, they just attract fucking sociopaths like fucking like flies. And eventually they're really good at getting into power. So then they eventually get into power and they're like, I mean, it's Lion King, bro. That's why you got to be fucking, not Mufasa. Who's the other one? Simba, my bad. Simba, dude. There's always Scar, dude, floating in.
0 for 1 with your chime in. 0 for 1 on your chime ins, Lemaire. Is your mic on? No? If it's not on, why are you talking?
I'm not trying to talk.
No, I'm joking, man. I'm joking.
Lemaire, please clip up just that thing right before we was talking to you. But yeah, that'll be interesting because again, I was like thinking about it. I'm like, that might be pretty fucking because then it boils down to like, so I think weed should be legal. The reason weed's not illegal is because there's these dudes who drive around in golf shirts on Pacific Blue bicycles, and they'll be like, "You smoking fucking weed?" It's happened to me countless fucking times.
Yeah.
They're like, "You smoking fucking?" And they get all jacked up on you, and you're like, "What the fuck, man?"
Yeah.
Like 70% of the country agrees it should be legal. Get your fucking Huffy and your fucking mailman shorts out of here.
Yeah,
but
did you see the herd of bike cops? I saw one clip. It was pretty great.
It's crazy.
A line of bike cops versus the riders.
Yeah, they're
protesters. And the bike cops were like, whoa. They were like Spartans with their fucking Huffies. Like they pushed it against all the dorks. It was great. Like, get out of here. They started spraying and hitting people with bikes.
Well, that's the thing. Bike cops work constantly because they're like anything. When anything pops off, they mobilize. Bike cops as a whole. Not every cop gets to be Pacific Blue. That's like it's also, by the way, one of our friends fucking got like bike thieved, but it was bike thieved while a guy on a bike, like an old horse thief, dude, biked up next to him, cut him off, and was like, "Give me your." He's like, "Let me see that bike." He's like, "Let me ride your bike." And our friend was like, "Nah, man." He's like, "Give me your fucking." Basically, he's like, "Give me your fucking bike." And I guess like an old horse thief rode, or no, he actually is funny. He had the rental, like the city bike.
He rode on the side of it.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. No, he fucking in the midst of all the chaos, he went and I guess jacked our buddy of his bike.
Yeah.
But he rented a bike, like one of the blue city bikes.
This was a Rogue.
He ditched, he had a Rogue.
Rogue got him.
He ditched the fucking city bike, hopped on his nicer bike, but it's like you had to rent a city bike through a credit card. So I was telling our buddy, I'm like, why didn't you just grab the city bike and try to figure out what credit card that was on? But then it's like, what are you going to solve the case of the dude who stole your bike in broad daylight? Like clearly he doesn't give a fuck about credit cards.
Yeah, that probably wasn't
or whose credit card he used. Yeah. He was like stealing the bike. He's like, fuck, my credit score might fucking drop. Shit, I didn't think about this.
That's a good maneuver though.
Pulling
up, stealing bikes.
An old bike thief, dude. In broad daylight.
Get you.
Yeah, dude.
There was a case of that when I was in Key West. The bike thieves come through. Everybody down there has cool bikes.
True.
It's like something the culture in Key West does.
Yeah.
Where they get like tricycles or like those.
Yeah.
What are those called? Yeah, high.
Baby boy. I call them baby boys. You're the low riders.
It's something.
Excuse me.
Anyway.
When they put the high handles on, I forget what they're called.
But bike thieves come through. They come down from Miami and steal all the poor folks' bikes.
Do they chop them off the lock or do they like actively pirate their bike?
Pirate the bike straight on is fucking nice, but no, they don't.
the only thing that I mean, in terms of my critique on this guy's maneuver, the best thing would be ride a bike parallel to somebody and jump off
onto
your
theirs.
bike onto theirs.
Yeah.
And if you can break that thing, if you can break that in, it's yours, dude. Ride off. That is pretty tight. That should be a new bike law. When we have new police that like, if you see a bike better than yours, if you can jump off
You can
yours
board
onto
it.
theirs, you can board it like a turtle shell, or like a hermit crab. Just fucking hop off yours. Then if you get on theirs, and if you can fight them while on their bicycle and remove them, that should be your bike at that point.
Yeah. It seems back to the police thing about them like enforcing shit like you're not allowed to stand there at this time, like shit like that. Seems like that should be a law change versus who's enforcing it change slightly.
Yeah, but this is the problem though. The reason people complain, there's the residents themselves being like, I don't want a bunch of kids standing outside my house making a bunch of noise and shit. So that's the thing. So it's like if that, knowing that's the case, if some dude from your community is like, yo, you guys are bothering Mrs. What's her name, get the fuck out of here. Rather than some dude being like, what's up, guys? I'm gonna need you to get the fucking. It's like, come out, blah blah blah. It's just maybe.
Tough. That's tough. Then that guy, whoever the townsman was that came over and told them to leave. Now he's got fucking 6 kids who know exactly who he is and where he lives. I mean, it's
true.
There's some problems with enforcing laws locally like that.
No,
don't get me wrong. I hear the positives.
Positives. Again, I'm not sold. There's positive. I was like. And then the whole reason I'm selfish. All I'm thinking about is like, so you're telling me there won't be guys like being weird about people smoking weed anymore? That's my dog in the race, dude. I'm just kind of like, wait, can I smoke weed outside now?
Yeah,
which you kind of can now, but still,
I watched a high-speed chase for like a half hour yesterday. It's fucking great. I guess they just do that in LA a lot, or like California.
Yeah.
You can just watch high-speed chases. Keep an eye out for them on Twitter.
Where?
Watched one yesterday. It was in California. This dude, his tires, both his front tires blew off. He was riding on the wheels for like 20 minutes, going 70. And then finally they like exploded. And he had to pull over. It was a lad, I think. He has a cowboy hat on.
What?
Took a Dodge Durango on the run for speeding. I think he was probably, if I had to assume, illegal.
You think so?
For trying to run like that.
I'll tell you what, man.
Speeding.
If you're illegal in a country, that's a good way to go out, a high-speed chase. It's like, what the fuck do I have to, this guy's about to boot me anyway. Let me just fucking see what I got.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get out of here. He was headed back towards Mexico, I think.
Was he?
Yeah, he's headed that way. But.
You said a Mexico way?
He was headed back down. He was probably like, all right, you got me. I'm going back. I'm going back to base. I'm free. I'm going to leave. I'm just going to leave. It's not a big deal. But no, his wheels exploded. But it was hilarious. The news guy in the chopper was talking like he had seen this every single day of his life. It was just like, oh, this is a pretty good one we got going here. Hopefully, anyway, what's going on? He was just like talking while this guy was running for his life.
Holy,
it's very uncomfortable. And then again, the guy's wheels blew off, and he was like, the news guy was like, this is pretty much like a Dodge Durango commercial at this point. This thing's still going. This is incredible. But then, it had a peaceful conclusion, which I was hoping. They had the canines, dude. Part of me wanted to see that canine jump in that passenger side window.
Get him?
Get nuts. But no, I assume lad, based on the cowboy hat.
True.
Could have been a honk, but the lad got out perfectly, complied with everything, hands on the head, walked backwards. I think he was having trouble with the language at first, with the hands up or behind the head.
Yeah.
So he almost got probably shot for that.
True. Especially with a big cowboy hat.
Yeah, cowboy hat.
You're expecting the quick draw.
Right out of the hat.
If someone's wearing a cowboy hat, they have fast hands. Probably he might have had the fastest hands in the area at the time, dude.
Probably.
That's the best thing about when lads get fly. I've said it before, dude. It's cowboy gear, dude.
It's the sickest gear possible.
When lads get fly, there's nothing but cowboy gear. I told you about the guy who used to work with me and my brother who came here and like lamented the fact that like American dudes are pussies, and he thought he was like going to get here and we're all just like cowboys, like fighting and shit.
Oh, man.
He came here, he's like, I thought you guys were like fucking rooting and tooting. I came here, it's just a bunch of like pussy ass fucking dudes just being like walking around, being like, excuse me, man. He thought dudes were going to be like, get the fuck out of my way, dude.
Yeah, he thought it was the Wild West.
I thought it was going to be machismo central, dude.
He was coming from Mexico?
Yeah.
Damn, imagine sitting in Mexico and be like, shit, everybody here is too fucking soft.
Yeah.
Time for me to go somewhere tough like America. And then you get up here, it's just a dude like, excuse me, you pronounced my fucking girlfriend's name wrong?
Yeah. Try to show someone like a hot picture on your Metro PCS of a chick, and they're like, oh, stop objectifying women, please. Excuse me? Yeah, it would be like nonstop. We'd be working. I'd feel my shoulder, and he'd be like, just be a hot chick on his cell phone.
They love him.
Yeah, man, it's a hot chick.
It was unbelievable. That was I think the biggest culture shock being in Spain was them just getting memes and pictures on their phones. Just every night at the bar, these dudes would be like, "What do you think of that?" That was the time the guy showed me him and his friend throwing a Nazi salute in front of a swastika. And I was like, you guys got some fascists in the bar? And the bartender was like, no fascistos, no. I was like, a guy just showed me a picture of him in front of a flaming swastika. I was like, yo, you want to see something cool? I was like, dude, that's not that cool. That's wild.
Damn, dude, he took a chance. He opened up.
He did.
He's like, well, I kind of like this guy, and maybe we can bond.
Maybe he can be a Nazi.
Maybe he's a Nazi. That's a fucking that's
risky. That's like maybe someday society will be more accepting of fascists like that. But for now, that's like being a gay dude back in the day where you were like,
true.
Do you want to hook up? And then you just tapped your fucking foot. Shot and beat up.
He tapped your foot under the stall.
Yeah.
Also, was there like a lot more people with him, or he just like?
There was two of them. There were two fascists. Fascistas.
Was this before Tinder? You swipe and you're just like, holy fucking shit. He's just sitting there like.
He really was. Strike that from the record, please. Strike that, please. Strike that salute.
Can you not even do that? I put the safety on. My elbow was cocked a little bit.
True. You hit with the snake.
Yes.
That's the
Once you straighten your arm, you're fully committed.
That's the strike.
True. I was showing him like, it's cocked up.
It's ready to go. You're ready to unleash your full salute. Yeah, it does suck. I forget who it was. Oh, this was killing me. My friend O'Leary. I was hanging out with O'Leary at a bar in Mechanicsburg. Went out. It's nice. Yeah. It's nice to be back. He was talking about how he heard it on another podcast. So it was probably one of our friends. I just didn't hear it. But he was like, Trump's never laughed. Like, you've never seen footage of Trump like actually laughing. Like, genuinely.
just like a quick smile laugh. He goes
it's always like, it's always because and then I was like, dude, it's because Trump's autistic.
Think so.
I don't think he's ever shown like real emotion or knows how to. Like, think of you've definitely seen Obama laughing. Definitely seen W laughing.
Yeah.
I've seen all of them like having a human moment of laughing. Trump can't. I could be wrong.
I want to see him laugh.
But I genuinely don't remember seeing him laugh, which makes me laugh a lot.
That's crazy. Yeah, like, I'm trying to think
he's always like he's like Kanye with that like smile and then back to straight.
Yeah. I've seen Kanye laugh a bunch of times though. Yeah, I wonder because I've definitely only ever seen. He goes like this. He goes like, and he'll like do like a quick smile thing. Literally that face. He goes, he has a quick side smile and that's it. Possibly, dude.
I don't think Trump.
Or it's probably just all part of the plan. It's probably all part of the plan.
Which I know, which does seem something like would be part of his plan. Like, you can't let them see you laugh. Laughing is gay.
There's also people who probably haven't laughed in a very long time. I mean, there's people out there.
I don't think there's too many billionaires that haven't. Although Trump, I don't get me wrong. If I was Trump, I probably wouldn't be having the time of my life right now.
Yeah,
I probably wouldn't be laughing too much.
I don't think you laugh your way to $1 billion that much though.
Yeah, but once you have it, you probably laugh.
I don't know, dude. Because like you'd think once you had $500 million, you'd laugh.
People laugh. Everybody, literally every other president has been seen laughing.
I gotta verify.
It's weird
this,
to not see Trump laughing.
Van Buren, you get me a good shot of Van Buren cracking up.
Martin had tons of laughs, dude. They based the show off him. Yeah,
I mean it's a solid theory, but I'm wondering now. There's people I know, and people are like, I don't like music. I'm always like, what? You just don't listen to it, and they're like, I don't really like it. Yeah, so there's got to be people who. I know there's people for a fact who don't laugh.
Trump,
we're just like Trump, and like a couple other. It's definitely pretty rare just to be like, I knew a guy who would like when something funny happened, he would be like, hilarious, and never laughed. He just would state that it was hilarious.
Yeah, that's
Trump might laugh. He might just be like a verbal laugher. Might be like, hilarious. It's so funny.
Wow, really funny.
Wow, that's really making me
funny.
It's making me feel some kind of way.
Yeah, but even like go watch his roast, go watch all that shit. Like if somebody makes fun of him, he's like he like tries his best to laugh. But Mary, you remember when he was on WWF? And he would like, there's a gif of him being like,
yeah.
He like can't even act at all. Like him trying to be like, all right, what do I do to be a bad guy right now? He's like, it's fucking crazy. It's crazy how
I thought he killed it on WWF. He was great, dude. When he took out Vince McMahon.
Oh, and he dove on him with his thick ass in the air. Look, I don't want you guys to think I'm coming down on the president too hard because I respect the office. Shout out Drew Brees. What's good, playa?
Oh, dude.
Shout out motherfucking Drew Brees.
Drew Brees, you went down hard.
Breezy. D Breezy, baby. He went down swinging.
No, I think your theory's valid, dude.
It's not my theory. I think a different podcast has covered this, but it was recently brought to my attention that Trump has never been filmed laughing, which as soon as, I can't even imagine him laughing.
Well, I'll be curious. I think someone's going to hit you with some footage of that. Someone's going to find the UFO sighting Trump laugh, dude.
The Trump laugh's tough to come by. Even I remember him on Stern, he wasn't really like.
Yeah.
Even when he was funny, he wouldn't laugh. Like he would do something funny and not laugh.
Do you think he was always about to get his dick sucked? It's like anything he was doing, his dick sucked. He was getting his dick sucked right after, so he's just kind of always in a rush to get his dick sucked.
Maybe.
Someone says a funny joke, and he's like, I can see the humor in that. I'm getting my dick sucked in half an hour.
True. There are things better than laughing.
I'm about to link up with Jeffrey right now before everyone knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Chill in the back.
It's a good theory.
That's also true, man. No one's holding his feet to the fire for chilling with Epstein, bro. And they're like, oh, that's just who you chill
Well,
with.
that's because the right seems to be leading the charge on the Epstein stuff.
Yeah, but it's like if you knew, again, he had to have fucking known. Anyone who's in like the billionaire class knows that guy was having an underage sex ring.
Yeah.
Going. Like even if you went and you're like, oh, dude, this isn't cool. You'd think you'd be like, bro. And if they didn't, why not? You know what I mean?
I bet they didn't. I bet billionaires that fuck 17-year-olds is probably pretty prevalent to the point where it's like, well, I think they're busting Jeff. Shit.
Yeah.
Like I bet it was not even like.
Yeah. If you
what's the thing he has? It's like, oh yeah, he has that. What's the thing this billionaire has? Oh, he has a enclosure of giraffes that we go shoot in the fucking head when we're at his house.
True.
Like all this weird shit. Or so like I bet the sex rings of, say hot 17-year-olds.
Yeah. Well, the marketable 17-year-olds. Yeah. Sexually marketable.
No, I think it does range from like, what was that age range Epstein was working with? I think that was like 14. I think he got a little low.
Might be hitting some 30s.
How low can you go?
He was probably hitting some 30s. On the boat. So, and obviously too, like once you're in that, like, once you start selling coke, someone's going to ask for some heroin. So like if you're the man getting 13-year-olds, bro, hate to break it to you, you're also the guy getting 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds, or the dude who does.
How do you break into that conversation? Like say you and me have a nice, healthy 17-year-old ring.
Sure.
All right. Just a red-blooded American 17-year-old sex ring.
We're supporting young sex workers.
It's like, do you break into that by being like, yeah, man, there's nothing wrong with this. This isn't pedophilia, but like, God, isn't it weird when dudes like want to fuck like a 9-year-old?
Yeah.
That's weird, right?
Yeah, like, yeah, that's kind of weird.
I don't know, man. I thought about it. I don't know if it's that weird. Do you want to get some 9? Do you want to try
or just be like, my cousin does that.
You gotta eat.
He's wild. He's wild.
He's wild. I tell him, I'm like, you gotta fucking knock it off.
Like I like blondes, big tits. He likes 9-year-olds, and he's crazy. Look,
he's crazy.
I can get him over here. You should meet him. He's crazy, but
yeah, he's gonna bring some over. I'll tell him that. You want me to bring him?
Yeah,
I would bring him.
I'll bring him over here. I think they're like 12.
Damn. Good Lord, what do you do with it?
I mean, dude, it's also going on globally. Like, they're definitely selling kids into sex slavery all over the world. So you're
probably significantly more than anywhere. The U.S. is probably pretty good about it compared to.
Well, dude, imagine you're meeting the other leaders in parts of the world. So you're a billionaire in the United States. You're like, yeah, we can't fuck kids here. We don't fuck kids here. It's wrong.
Damn, think how crazy the other billionaires must think that is.
Yeah, then you go to
you're
like
a billionaire in Thailand, just like, wait, what did you say? Like, yeah, we can't even fuck 9-year-olds.
It's like. What? Don't judge me, dude.
What?
Well, they're like, I mean, dude, it's like, I was talking to a guy today who was hipping me to some news that was like, of like using sex slaves, and once they're done, physically chopping them up for parts and just like selling, I guess, like their organs and shit. I didn't read the full thing, but it's like, there's parts of the world where it's just like, they're just like, oh, we're for sure going to fuck this thing and then chop it up. Like what's after we're done fucking, like a horse at the glue factory. It's like, all right, we'll chop it up.
Yeah, you think when like a sex slave like breaks its leg, like, we gotta just put this thing down.
For sure. For sure, dude. That's who ends up selling t-shirts.
Oh my God.
That's who ends up. They're like, we got to put this thing down. Next thing you know, the sex slave is just selling like little glowy things at the fucking 4th of July. They just put you out to sell fucking
True.
like
That's what
t-shirts.
You know those glow sticks are made out of sex slaves? That's what the fluid is. That's why.
It's just they're like stem cells.
Yeah.
No, they probably like that's what probably happens. You probably have to go work at like a carnival once you're like a sex slave that breaks your leg. Carnies always have like one arm or something.
Oh, they got mauled by something.
Yeah, you're
Sticking it. Well, they stuck their hand in a fucking moving
True.
tilt-a-whirl. You got fucking dinged by the tilt-a-whirl one of those times. You're gonna
That
lose
must be tight when you're a carny to show your scars. Be like, that's from the zipper. Tilt-a-whirl.
Yeah. Scrambler. Oh wait, took one of these. I got a metal plate in my hip from the fucking crazy.
Well, that's probably as a carny, that's how you get pussy. Be like, I could put us on the scrambler right now without a seatbelt. I got connections, and you ride it. You're like, oh.
That is fun though. That is cool so we had at Williams Grove, the Speedway.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be a amusement park there. It's now listed as like a haunted amusement park. It's just an abandoned amusement park across there. But we used to go when we were kids, like while it was still abandoned. Like the fucking roller coaster was like the scariest roller coaster possible. Because the thing was falling the fuck apart like the whole time. But the ghost house, the haunted house, like you were supposed to sit in a chair and it would, take you around. But we would just get out and run around in the ghost house which was very dangerous because there were carts moving around, flying around.
And levers and shit.
Yeah, dude, being a carny, being able to do that 24/7 would be sick. Also, we used to clog the water slide. You ever do that?
No. You would sit.
So there was literally zero regulation on this water slide, obviously. Fucking Williams Grove. So we'd send, I was usually the wedge breaker.
Mm-hmm.
It has the biggest.
Yeah, you bust it free.
Like 4 or 5 of my friends would go first and then all stop at a certain spot. It's the funnest thing in the fucking world because you'd be going around these curves and and then you'd go around one curve and you'd see like dead people. And you'd be like, oh, just slamming them. And it was funny when you're waiting for somebody because the water comes first. Like you're chilling and all of a sudden there's like a slight wave. And you're like, oh, fuck, here it comes. Yeah.
How many wedges did you break?
I mean, we used to do it every summer.
Oh,
countless wedges.
Oh,
we do it all day. It was the funnest.
Imagine working. You're just like, Jesus, because they signal at each other when it's good.
Yeah.
And then they probably just signal. They're like, fuck them. Send them the fuck down.
Who cares? They're annoying up here.
Well, dude, I used to go down a thing. I think I talked about it before called the Alpine Slide. When we would go to it, me and my parents would bring us to somewhere in the Poconos where we do this like once a year, where it was just a slide but made out of concrete.
Yeah.
And they gave you like a little what are those things called? Like a devil scooter, not devil sticks. It was like there used to be these things you could sit on. They were like it was like just a seat. It was a seat with wheels. So they give you a seat with wheels, and you went down. They had like advanced, easy, and then you just sat on a seat with wheels and flew down like a concrete hill. Like everyone, you would fall off and like scrape your fucking. It was the most ridiculous. I can't believe this. It can't still be there. There's no way.
I think we've had this conversation before because then it brought me to that kid who got his head chopped off on that water slide. Pretty sick.
On a water slide?
Yeah, he was like it was one of those water slides that's just a straight drop.
Speed slide.
Yeah, like a fucking 200-foot.
200 foot?
Like a giant thing. I don't know how
when you're getting lift?
Yeah, but I think he got too much lift and his head got caught on the fencing. And his head ripped off. And then I think his parents were at the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's just a pool of blood. Anyway.
Just his head?
Yeah, and then they had to sue. Like, it was like the case of the Johnsons versus the death slide. You know what I mean? It had some like the vortex. Suicide slide.
Are you a pussy 4000?
Yeah. Versus the Meachams of Kansas City.
Also, too, it was just like, Your Honor, the guy defending the water slide being like, clearly they signed up saying this was the ultimate extreme experience. And getting your head cut off is pretty extreme, Your Honor, I would say. I'd rest my case.
I think the judge, that has to be like, yes. It is the language. The language is accurate. This was extreme.
We did say, are you ready?
3, 2.
Oh, man, that sucks. Dude,
yeah.
I didn't tell you this. I've been battling my smoke detectors.
That's a tough battle.
I got woken up. For now, I resolved the issue. I got to buy a new one.
You probably had a haunted house. Those things pick up ghosts.
They must, dude. I woke up the one morning, 5 a.m., just full. This thing in my room is screaming. Just full, setting off all the other ones.
Oh, you got a kid.
Yeah, dude. So I'm like.
the fucking kid up.
Dude, exactly. It's a whole, dude, there's like my dogs too. Dude, it fucks my dogs up the most. My dogs came up freaking out. Jackson will have like diarrhea. If
Whole
this shit
family
happens,
fell apart.
dude.
smoke alarm can take down your family unit.
I just reacted. Yeah, the family's bugging, dude. I just reacted, dude. I
I'm
just
sure, literally, I'm positive the whole family is crushed by these smoke alarms.
exactly. So I'm like, Brittany, cover her ears because I don't know how loud this shit is. So I run downstairs, and before I even know what I'm doing, I'm upstairs. I have the ladder. I hit myself in the knee with the ladder in the hallways. I'm like running in the dark. I open the ladder. I take the smoke detector down, and I was fucking naked, dude. I was balls naked on this ladder, just disassembling the wire nuts. And then like I look down, Brittany has like a flashlight flashing on me.
On the Teenis.
It's a full emergency Teenis, dude.
Oh.
So it's like my Teenis in the midst of an emergency. And then like, I don't know if you ever put a flashlight to your pubes. They're just like horrible.
Yeah,
There's like pube shadows on my
shadow
thigh.
is huge.
Oh,
it's a giant shadow.
Yeah.
So it accentuates your pubes, but somehow your Teenis remains
Dude.
It is accentuated.
Well, I also had put on my sneakers to like ground me. So I didn't have so I wasn't barefoot to metal.
You were wearing like sneakers?
I'm working hot,
So
bro.
you looked like a porn. Like you were in a porn. You were wearing sneakers, dong out.
Exactly.
On a ladder.
Bush. I was in like a
How's
19.
that bush?
It's pretty wicked right
Fuck,
now.
I forgot to trim my bush.
Yeah, my bush is fucking heavy right
Fuck.
now. Salt and pepper, by the way, too.
Yeah.
So I have a salt and pep bush.
Wait, you have gray pubes?
I got the George Clooney bush.
Damn.
Yeah, I
that's
got
nice.
the George Clooney emergency Teenis, and I have my sneakers on, and I'm on a ladder, just being like, cover her ears, and I'm sitting there, and obviously I work hot because you go to the panel. Usually they don't label the smoke detectors in a house because they don't want you turning off the smoke detectors. So I'm like, I didn't see which one it was, so I have no other choice, and I have my little tester. I'm working hot. I'm just I'm like beeping the thing, and I just have emergency Teenis on a ladder at like 5 a.m. before I realized like it was like in that emergency state. I was purely unaware of the fact that I had my Teenis going. It's cool, man. You want to hog the fucking whole pirate map? You know.
I gotta fucking find it.
I'm over here. I'm over here trying to look good too with some of the. I want to look over some of this pirate map, dude. We get a little bit of that over here, dude.
Salt lamps are fucking heavy.
They're
Dude.
heavy
They
as
suck.
fuck.
Even the small one's heavy.
I was surprised at how heavy the small one was as well. Yeah, I'm gonna look cool and look good on camera with my pirate map, dude. You're giving me white bear
Pirate map
table.
sucks, dude.
We're gonna find out we have a U-line.
I'm
table
down
under
here by
this.
Parrots Bay. You're up in Coral Sea. This was made in China by somebody who just figured out pirates.
Oh, this was Parrots Bay. Yeah, this was actually sent.
Mayan ruins are at the bottom of this island
Yeah, man. Remember them?
by Buccaneer Bay. Little Bay.
Yeah, man. This was sent directly from China in the midst of the coronavirus epidemic. I ordered it and I was like, can't wait for my pirate
Yeah.
map thing. And I got a package that had all like
Yeah.
the
China sent over a bunch of smallpox blankets to the white man through the form of worthless trinkets. That's how we're gonna be remembered. The same way, like, you know, when we sold shit to the Indians, we're like, they traded Manhattan for like beads.
Yeah.
It's gonna be us. Be like, we got like a couple drones and flat screen TVs.
Tap
People in the
out
future
gear.
are like, why the fuck did they want that?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm laughing too about how like the internet's going to become the most like complex technology. It's probably going to span through like different planets and shit. And then it's just like we're going to be the cave paintings on there of just a guy being like fag. Instead of a buffalo
Yeah.
on the wall, it's just going to be like fag.
I wonder,
Oh, why do
dude,
they do that? It's like, oh, they just like to say fag all the time.
It's funny. I wonder if they found cave paintings that were like that.
Oh, they must have
They
been
just
so
never
funny.
reported them. It was just like, yeah, fucking.
It was just them. It was just
They just
them.
called
Like,
the other tribe gay for a while. And no one knew who was doing it. They just kept carving fag into the rocks and running away.
I mean, it had to have been no better than a fucking like porta potty saw in terms of like the content.
Yeah, I
Like
mean, the thing is I think for the most part back then, the like nobody could do what those guys were doing really
Yeah.
when it came to like painting stuff and like carving shit into the rock. So it was like I think a select few.
Who could do it?
I think, or we only found a few. Maybe there had to be that. Now that I'm
Constantly,
thinking
dude.
about it, there had to be basically every cave was the inside of a bathroom stall at like a truck stop where
Yeah.
it's just like suck my dick, pussy, and then the next line's like you have no dick, fag, and then the next line's like wouldn't you like to know? Like, dude, oh man, the conversations, like the
Mhm.
pen written into a poorly painted bathroom
Oh, it's
stall,
the
like
best.
a convo, like a back and forth.
Yeah.
Rules.
It's like, call this number for a good time. Why are you giving your mom's number away? Fuck you,
Fuck
retard.
you, that's not my mom. Something like a
Then
month
it's
later.
another
like,
guy. I fucked both your moms. It's like, yeah, it's pretty tight.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, the same. That's dogs, pissing on something and being like, "This is mine now."
Yeah,
Humans do that. Yeah, we just do that with bathroom stalls.
With
Like,
words.
swastika.
true.
This is my bathroom stall now.
I'm still getting on that guy. I still can't get over the dude who was just like, That's me. It's like there's me at Guasu Falls.
Oh, the guy
There's
who
me there.
hit me with the
Me and my boy behind a burning swastika.
burning swastika on the ground. Him saluting, him throwing a Nazi salute, smiling, and he was like, he just like showed it to me and like paused. It was like,
It's also funny to be. It's also
like,
funny to be friendly about that. Be like a little bit about me. Love the Eagles. So
Yeah.
I do this, and also I tell you I'm a Nazi. Huh?
yeah, dude. There was like
Want to be friends?
there was pretty active fascism in Spain, which is funny to hear people say it now here, because I've literally never met a single outward Nazi. I'm sure I've met a couple that were
Inner Nazis.
maybe hiding it, but
Yeah.
I've never met one that was like, "Yo, check this out."
You think
Burning
you think it's like
swastika.
almost like trans, where there's guys who are like
I can't wait to be a Nazi.
they just like they get home and they like slowly put on the fucking all like the stuff and like dress like Hitler
the
and like
mirror.
if only the world would accept me.
Yeah,
Possibly.
definitely. We used to make fun of my friend and said he had a Confederate flag in his room. Similar thing.
Yeah.
He'd be like, when you get home, you love that Confederate flag.
What did he say?
He's like, I don't have a fucking Confederate flag.
He took it
Pretty
down.
great.
Also, too, I mean, I'm sure it's like someone had to seen him hang it up. So his dad was probably like, "Hey, you got a kid, little stars and bars." He's like, "Dad, why'd you buy me a Confederate flag?
Why?
You fucking asshole."
We're making progress though. Society. I got Phil to admit that some Confederate statues should. I was like, just put them in a battlefield where they belong.
Yeah.
He's like, they're tearing down statues. Who decides that? I'm like, well, you know, if you're a black person that lives in like New Orleans and there's a Confederate general on every block,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll just move it to a museum or a state park.
Might chap your ass.
He's like, they died. Those men, you're going to tell me they didn't die for and I was like, finish that.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, it wasn't the best cause, but there was still, and I was like, all right, so you don't
Shame
keep,
they stood for something.
you don't keep fucking, you think in Germany they still have like, oh, here's Himmler. Here's his statue. I mean, sure, he did some bad
Yeah,
things.
we're down at Himmler Square.
He was up to some not bad things, but I'll tell you what, he died honorably.
True. And at the end of the day, he
He
planted his
fought
feet.
hard. He was a good general.
He had a vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
It's like just put him. Look, I'm not.
But what about like a big statue rescue? You have them almost like a tiger
Yeah.
park where you
Just
know you
have a
have them,
park
people
of,
come
like-
check them out. Like, yo, you want to go see like the Nazi statues? And I'm like, oh, check them out.
Yeah.
I got them.
Now that it is a slippery slope where it comes down to just like, hey, fucking Jefferson had slaves, take down all his shit, all that stuff. But it's not a bad start to be like maybe Confederate
Yeah.
generals.
Well, yeah, I can't.
Put him on the battlefield. That's
Did-
it.
Well, what if they broke one of their thumbs while they toppled them? I guess you have to. What if you had to go repair the? What's a good what's a bad general?
A bad
Who's
one.
a nasty one? Who's one whose statue, if you saw, dude, you would fucking British
I'd
bulldog
be like,
that
yeah,
thing
that's
right
a
to the
rough
ground.
one. What's his name? It was he was the fucking Confederate cavalry. I think he started the Klan, kind of.
Was he a stat? Did he have a statue?
Lemaire, Jamie, could you look that up? Obviously, I know you don't fucking know. I didn't ask a fucking Dragon Ball Z character.
So there was a guy who was like basically
He was a Confederate. I think he was also considered very talented.
in what?
Cavalry.
I thought you said like KKK.
Horseman.
I thought he was a good KKK. And
Yeah, he was good.
he's
at
pretty
KKK.
good though.
He was actually really good at beating the shit out. At first, also, I mean, don't get me wrong, they always really had it out for the black people, but they really fucking hated Catholics too at the time. Just saying, we had it bad too. You don't hear us ball babying.
How would they catch you? They would see a dude in like an underarm tucked in, like an Under Armour t-shirt tucked in, and they're like, "Oh, it's a fucking Catholic."
A
Go get him."
Catholic, they'd get Catholics, yeah, something like that, like drinking,
Yeah, well, that's how.
talking about Notre Dame. If somebody brought up Notre Dame football, they'd be like, string them up.
like, why are you cheering for Notre Dame? You're
Yeah.
you don't even live.
Did you
near
go there? It's like, my family's Catholic. Get him.
dude? Did you ever get into the cornbread mafia?
No.
So in Kentucky, there was these guys. They were Catholics.
Forrest, Benjamin Buford Forrest.
Oh, General Forrest. I think I heard about that statue
Because
coming down.
Forrest Gump in the movie was named after him.
General Forrest.
Yeah.
So we should ban Forrest Gump.
So technically,
topple
Forrest,
Gump.
yeah. I could be wrong on this.
Yeah.
I got to continue looking this up.
Well, no, there's
Anyway.
there's definitely a ton of Southerners who were like, it was definitely an act of like, defiance and strength. Like, I'm going to name you after one of the best generals in their Civil War.
Sure.
So Forrest started the
Lemaire, that's what you were named after, right? Lemaire Robert E. Lee. Lemaire E. Lee. What's your middle name?
Alan.
I thought it was gonna start with an E.
Were you named after
I was
Allen
gonna be so
Iverson? Were you
excited.
named after Allen Iverson? That's a joke.
That's a joke. We're just goofing now. Were you named after Alan? Why'd you walk that back? Were you worried?
I was just kidding.
Were you worried about the current climate?
No, I was just laughing. I was
All right,
kidding. It
all
was,
right.
it was actually it was a meta joke. It was a kid about a kid. So.
I didn't even-
Joshing
I'm
about Joshing.
Josh about Josh, and that's what it's all about. That's being a meta alt comic. Josh about Josh. I showed my
Or am I? Wow. There's the fucking
Yeah. Meanwhile, when we do it, they don't get it.
what? Me Josh?
We josh about like joshing.
Yeah, true.
Somehow that's lost on everyone. When we're like, I don't like gay people. They're like, he's serious now. It's like, no, we're making fun of that. Anyway,
That's funny.
No, I showed my niece. My niece is at the house. So the house is my family's house is.
You're
chaos.
you're sitcommed up.
It's
dude.
fucking chaos, dude.
Full sitcom.
It is absolutely like the best sitcom ever. We've got every race covered. We are a sitcom family, except it's just fucking, dude. I've never, like, when everyone's in the same room, it's just a fight. The whole
Really?
fucking time. There's never peace.
What's the battle? You guys are a melting pot, dude. Of
People
course.
spaz constantly.
Well,
Yeah, also, to be fair, but there's a lot of, my sister,
Mhm.
just had cancer surgery and she's like recovering from that. And it's just, and she's not allowed to smoke.
Mhm.
So there's that.
That
she's
sucks.
like,
That's a
she's
double
like
whammy.
she's backdoor dealing, trying to get some jewel pods from people, trying to smuggle some jewel pods for her because I felt
Pretend he had
bad.
some beaver pelts.
She does. Jewel pods have become beaver pelts. Phil found it's.
You
it's
found
a
the
whole-
pod?
Yeah, it was
Did-
a disaster.
Did you claim vape? You could have claimed
I
the vape.
said I'm out. I was
You should have fell on that vape and died on it.
I was
dude.
secretly supplying her with some jewels.
You were the connect.
I was the plug.
Did you up a little bit, or how much you make? Did you tax her?
I was buying them for free for her.
What?
She was still giving me, but I was now granted nothing's for free. I was holding it over her head.
Obviously.
Like if she gave me lip at all, I'd be like, "You want me to tell everybody?" And she'd be like, "Shut up." Like, it was one of those.
Oh.
Like if she, I'd be like, "Will you give me a drink?" This is my sister who's recovering from cancer. I'd be sitting on a chair. I'd be like, "I could use more water." She'd make her get. No, I never made her do that.
Sure,
but
sure. You power played it. Also, that's like you were saying, man. That's just the family dynamics. But it's like how quick these little power plays can happen, in terms of like that's a good model
yeah,
of like you get a little something over somebody and like it's just a human element.
yeah, I'm never gonna not hold that over. So like if she was
Sure.
like talking shit or like, "Hey, all right, perfect example." She's watching HGTV.
Sure. What show?
I was watching something, dude. They got me into it slightly. I was watching a show called Mountain Mamas.
Ooh.
And there's a blonde chick on there that does it for me. Now a lot of people are gonna look at that and I'll probably get called gay or something.
Why?
I don't know. 'Cause you get
What's
called
wrong with the
gay.
Mountain Mama?
The Reddit's fucking
Yeah,
the
true.
Mountain Mama. There's a blonde Mountain Mama I'm into. I'm gonna find her.
That's Reddit should be like a
She could be a
gauntlet.
lesbian. I could be wrong.
Doesn't matter. She might like you. It'd be funny.
True.
Reddit is like that. It's a gauntlet. You just run into a million tents of a guy like grabs your
Yeah,
finger.
and you
and
have to
suck-
just be like, I'll fuck anybody's girlfriend here.
Yeah.
You just have to be while you're getting hit. Be like, you guys are all actually gay. I'm not.
Some dude
True.
sucks your finger and like fag. You're like, what the hell's going on?
That guy, I looked at his username. He liked me last week. What happened? It's like, you said something I disagree with politically.
Yeah, fuck you.
Little vultures. But
Yeah, man.
yeah, so let's say she's watching TV or something and I come in, I'm like, we're gonna watch this.
Yeah.
That's something I can hold over.
Oh, she'll TV.
I'm not gonna
switch.
like physically tax her or anything, but
It's
just
a big
like
come up for a little brother, dude. For
Yeah,
little brother to
TV
command
control.
the TV.
I got that way. I'm
How
telling
long
you,
did it take you? That must have been years,
fifth
dude.
grade was when it all changed. Saw the Goldberg spear on TV. Immediately brought that into my game around the house. Speared them. Dude, this speared the fart knockers. That's what I've been calling. I've been calling my sisters the fart knockers the last couple of days, and
Yeah.
it's no one else thinks it's funny at all. But I say that they're having a home run race
Yeah.
to see who can knock as many farts out of the park. This is slamming Sarah Sosa. And I call my sister Fart McGuire.
Have they been crushing farts?
No, they haven't farted at all.
What?
I just keep calling them the fart knocking sisters.
Oh, that's why they're not laughing because they call.
Well,
You told me that initially, and I just for some reason like,
No.
damn, Shane Scissors been farting like crazy.
no, nobody's even knocking farts out of the park. But I'm just saying
you know what they're up to.
they're having a home run race of fart knock. This is like the summer of Sosa and McGuire. Slamming Sarah Sosa and Fart McGuire.
Oh my god.
So that's going on. And
So how'd you capture the TV? Because obviously your dad, in terms of chieftain, like has full
Phil
say.
still has that. Phil still has his chair. Like I'll literally be sitting in his chair. He'll come in and be like, "Get up."
Well, sports. I as someone who doesn't really watch sports really ever.
Yeah.
It's like a pressure cooker. When someone comes down, they're like, "Yo, you don't have the game on." I'm like, "Am I supposed to have the game? What's going on? What's happening?" It's like,
you gotta have the game on.
Should I put it on? So like a sports watcher can easily, and they'll go to, if you're at a family party, they'll be like, "Why isn't the game on? What the hell is this?" And they'll start building a little resistance where you're like, "Can you guys put on the Phillies so all my retarded uncles don't have autistic spazzes right now?"
Yeah. I'll give you that. Especially, I can't even imagine what you were watching. Fucking Ancient Aliens on Thanksgiving. It's like the Vikings are on. I'm watching Ancient Aliens.
It'd be like South Park. And they're like, what's this, a cartoon? Philly's playing the Nationals. And I'm like, give a fuck. And they're like, my dad's like, put the Phil, come on.
Put the Phils on. Come on. But yeah, the sports Phil has control of that. But the thing that really sucks is Phil, bets on sports.
Yeah.
So let's say Notre Dame's playing. I'm 100%. I need to watch everything on that.
Mm-hmm.
Need to watch the commercials.
Sure.
Can't even change because I don't want to. We're gonna miss plays because Phil, while he's watching Notre Dame, let's say he has money on, fucking some Pac-12 bullshit.
Yeah.
I gotta watch UCLA, Fresno State.
Dude, that'll give you a heart attack.
Phil controlling the remote during football Saturdays is tough. And then what really sucks is betting people, especially, only watch NFL Red Zone.
Yeah.
Like you're not even watching like Red Zone. Everybody's on Red Zone's dick.
Yeah.
Because mostly it's people playing fantasy football and shit. But you gotta get a full grasp of the game.
You gotta see the whole game.
I gotta watch the birds, dude. I gotta see the birds start to finish. I gotta know what's going on.
You gotta see down 1, 2, 3. You gotta see first through fourth down.
I don't need to see touchdowns.
True. You're not a highlight man.
Touchdown. I'm not a highlight guy. I want to see some 3-yard games.
True.
I want to see who's doing what on the O line. You know what I'm saying? Man?
I heard that. No, I heard that.
Big fucking
Also, you can't get a grip of the game.
Get a grip of the game.
You can't get a grip of the game if you're watching just the highlights. I mean, you can't appreciate the highlights if you're not seeing 3-yard, 2-yard,
there's no
negative 4-yard gains.
Negative 4-yard gains. That's crazy. Now we're talking sports.
I mean, dude, you want to talk about?
I'm so excited for sports to come back. That's another thing, dude. Boy, the NBA couldn't come back faster for this.
Yeah.
The CIA might be involved with the NBA to get them started again.
You think they're gonna
quell these fucking protests?
You think so? Nobody even goes.
Lemaire, you didn't like that? That's why you literally physically react to me saying that. He's like, no, it's true though. Not that.
You think they would hear like the referee whistle and the squeak of the sneaker and everything? They would just drop all the signs.
Here's the thing. Most of Antifa, I've noticed this.
Yeah.
A lot of white liberal pussies.
Yeah.
All got into the NBA the last 5 years.
Of course.
Has anybody else noticed this?
You pointed it out to me, and yes,
I don't understand what it is, but somehow all the dorks have agreed that the NBA is the sport in the last couple of years. Maybe I'm missing something.
No, dude, you're right. You pointed it out to me, and I was like,
I love the NBA. I've always liked it, but it's weird to see people who have literally never liked sports that the only thing they talk about now is the NBA.
True.
Anyway,
I mean, we'll see. We'll see what we'll see.
So I think that would take down Antifa and.
So you need King James.
BLM.
You need King James to speak and be like, "Come back."
King James has spoken, and he's a pretty strong activist. But if he's, I'd rather watch him dunk.
You're saying you want the stuff to go back to normal, dude.
Than police violence videos.
Yeah, you're saying you want the stuff to go back to normal.
Yeah, of course.
That's all you're saying.
I beg for normal. I beg for law and order.
You miss the harmony, and you're like, "What will bring everyone together?" Basketball.
It's like in the Philippines, if Pacquiao fights, crime drops 40% that day, just because he's fighting. I don't know. Maybe. That's not like a real theory. I'm just what? What do you mean? Maybe.
I'm just watching.
That's true.
I'm watching
me try to figure out how to. Well, I'm just not sure what's wrong.
I'm saying if you put on a basketball, maybe they stop knocking off and stop the bullshit.
Look, we need sports again.
I was just watching you try to no. Here's how I really.
That's how I mean it.
What I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, you got to distract these motherfuckers
to distract the masses.
There you go.
That's it.
You just got to go. You got to stay at Caesar level the top time, dude. Just be like, we need to sort of sway these masses with a distraction.
No, the protests all love the NBA. Everybody involved, Antifa and BLM, love the NBA.
True.
You break out some tough NBA games, we're gonna eliminate at least the people that are half-hearted in this.
Yes.
The people that are in it for Instagram are staying home to watch the game.
There's gonna be a lot of people even at least checking at the protest. But what are you looking at? Be like, Pacers,
Suns. Yeah, Suns Trailblazers.
This is a fair point. It's a fair point. I mean, also too, it is the perfect. You know, if you want, if it's like the best setting for a turnout.
See what I mean though, LeBaron?
What?
About the live stream.
Oh yeah.
Before he was like, "You want to live stream this?" I was like, "I don't know. I think we're probably liable for some pretty bad takes considering the current climate. I think I got a couple bad takes in the system. That was one of them.
We need to be
You gotta
live.
keep it rolling, bro.
You have to, bro. And that's the problem. This is what chaps my fucking ass. I was thinking about this today while I was driving my car. No big deal. I basically reincarnated. My car got totaled and devastated.
Is
Now
it still there?
I'm back. No, it's I sold it to the junk guy for $150.
How long was it there?
Oh, dude, that car was there for like 3 months, maybe 2-3
It
months.
had to be more.
So
Really?
man,
Oh
maybe
yeah, no, never mind.
about 3 or
Never
4
mind.
months.
Yeah.
So when the person smashed my car, I hopped in it, and there's tow guys who are like, "Yo, I'll tow your car. Oh, I'll tow your car. I'll tow your car." I was like, "I don't feel like this is how cheap I am, dude." I was like, "It's like
Yeah.
$175 plus storage for the days," and I was like, "I think I can drive this thing." It was total, dude. Airbags were deployed.
Yeah, Matt just left a destroyed car on our street.
Dude. So I did Terminator Salvation all the way straight up 33rd
Yeah, that was
Street.
nice of you though.
It was going. This car could have fucking blown up, but in my head, I was like, "I'm not giving Lou Blum $150 fucking bucks, dude. I'll fucking die before I do that." I beached up in 24-hour parking. Someone bought it, but now that was the 08 Civic. Now I'm in the 2010. Me and Brittany had the same exact car. Yeah, hers was 2 years younger than mine. Now it's like that car got totaled. We got a new car. Now I'm just back in the same old fucking car. But anyway, sorry. So that's not the point of what this story was. So
I know what you're getting at.
we were
Yeah.
yeah, it's Groundhog's Day, but we're driving. No, I'm driving, and dude, I got so hung up on my fucking thing. I totally oh. So this is the whole thing now. So you're talking, we're here, we're talking bullshitting, and the whole idea is now there's a ecosystem of people online trying to find little moments of like things that are said that are like, oh, this could be construed, or like here, like as if like that's like everyone's doing the thing, and then they say something, and it's like, here's my essence and life force, and like this is my genetic code.
Like, I've really thought about this more than just 1 second before I said it.
I'm thinking as I'm talking.
Yeah.
And then it's like, then you get people who now do a thing where it's like, oh, what are you worried about? Free speech? And it's like, where do you think feminism came from, you fucking dickhead? Like feminism wouldn't have been a thing unless people could be like, I got a crazy idea, but check me out, dude.
So you're turning me against free speech.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, no, it rules. It's awesome. But
no, it gave way to just people being like, women they should be on the battlefield too.
This girl has a mohawk.
Someone should have slapped the first. Yeah,
but no, that's
first person to be like, women should fight. Be like, you're out.
Well, this is the thing. You get people laughing, being like,
no, I like broads in the military.
I mean, they have it tough in there. Stats aren't looking good.
Stats are rough.
You continue to take the pirate map.
The pirate map's
You're a natural plunderer.
What it was, dude. This fucking weight isn't touching the pirate. You're just shifting the pirate map. No one's since this has been placed. It hasn't
actually
moved.
As long as I'm closer to the X, I'm fine. I'm the X on the map.
It's unbelievable that you're worried about the pirate map's location.
But yeah, dude, it is. I thought about that today to be like, free speech. You're trying to throw me off my game, dude?
No, dude.
Worried about free speech?
Are you a free speech guy? Yeah.
Are you a big free speech guy?
Well, that's the thing, though. Free speech has been pirated.
By who?
By a lot of like whites, like right wing.
Yeah, but it's also the reason we're not like seeing a chick driving to Acme in a Zuzu rodeo and fucking beating the shit out of her. The fact that a lady over there could be like, hey guys, just hear me out. And they'd be like, all right, I could see that. Rather than like, you're fucking you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah. You shouldn't be able to get hit for words.
You got to be able to take the good with the bad, dude. And be like,
of course.
For sure.
Of course.
But if you go to any other country, there has to be the equivalent of something like a neo-Nazi there. Of a dude who's like, no, guys, here's the deal. We're actually the best.
No, I told you about Spain.
Yeah, exactly. Or even just like
Nazis.
Even if
or if dudes that are still fascists.
Even if you didn't have Nazis or dudes who even knew what Nazis were, there's gonna be a dude who's like, I figured it out. We're the best.
Yeah, we're actually the best ones.
It's like it's the fact that they're like free speech is contributing to this idea of racism. It's like, I don't know, dude. I don't think it does.
Yeah, I agree entirely.
Yeah, it's like I don't think it does. Nor do I think you want that guy just being like,
it's the same, dude.
Tick, tick, tick.
Here's
tick,
what
tick.
it is. It's the exact same thing that I I'm speaking for myself here,
Mhm.
get held up on because I hate the people that support certain things so much that I'll be like, no, I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
Just because I don't want them to win.
sure.
It's the same way for the left being like, well, free speech sometimes isn't good. It's like, no,
Yeah.
you just don't want them to be right
Sure.
because free speech is obviously very important.
True.
It's the same thing.
No, it is.
People just sit there and are like, well, it leads to Nazis though. It's like, yeah, it does. It also leads to like aviation.
Well, so does also
It
not.
leads to good ideas.
Also,
So
non-free speech leads to Nazis too. You can totally
Actually,
non-free speech your way into being a
Yeah.
Nazi. You can also non-free speech your way into not being able to not be a Nazi. If that's even, I might have just Nazi'd myself. Excuse me.
Are you a Nazi?
Not being able to not be a Nazi. It's like if I cannot. I don't know. The world will never.
Either
know.
way.
Just a little pictogram for you guys.
Yeah, I used the wrong thing too. I said free speech led to aviation. So
What did?
nothing. I just said something stupid.
I think it did, dude. Some guy was like,
kind of, yeah.
some dude
You
could
got the
believe.
point.
Some guy believed.
Some
he
guy
could
was like,
fly.
we should fly. And someone's like, what do you fucking
Some guy believed. Some guy was like, at first.
But Mary, you're fired. Stop
No.
dropping shit.
Some guy probably said exactly what Kel said. There would be like, at first I was afraid. And they're like, I think I could fly these cans in the sky.
You ever see that
First
video
I
of that?
was afraid of breaking down. Like, what are you saying, Orwell? What are you saying? He's like, if I can do it. Sorry. All right.
Man, I remember as a kid just fucking loving that song so much.
Still do.
Still, I mean, it was right when Space Jam came out. I fucking loved that song.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, definitely the first guy to suggest flying. You ever see that video of the dude? People tried to make flight suits like forever. There's a video, and if you're home right now, watch it because it's very funny. There's a guy just jumps off the Eiffel Tower in front of everybody. Like a flight suit. He literally just kills himself. And then the camera cuts to people like carrying him out. Obviously, there's no order. It's just like a mob of people like holding a dead body. while he's-
Oh, off the Eiffel?
yeah, he jumped off like
How high is
the
the Eiffel?
middle of the Eiffel Tower. So, I mean, high enough. I mean,
For sure.
he just died. He had like a fucking blanket attached to his neck.
I
and he
mean-
jumped off.
Might be an obvious question, but why didn't he try it off of like a maybe like a 6 foot off like a high rock?
He wasn't catching enough wind. He
Oh,
probably
you
had
need
faith.
to catch him velocity. Yeah,
He
true.
probably had faith in it. He probably tried it off the 6 feet thing. Honestly, he probably had a mind very similar to yours. Like, I'm just not catching wind from this 6 foot thing. I'm gonna risk it, dude.
He also might have tried it without himself in it. It was like, suit flies. Tell me I can't.
You would think he would have gone for that first, put a dummy in the suit.
They didn't have many dummies laying around back then. Maybe a heavy stick or something.
Yeah.
You'd have your friend lift you, then lift the stick and be like, yeah, stick's about as heavy as you
Yeah, and then throw that off.
in the suit. But then you're like, yeah, but I'm more like part water. They're probably like, yeah, but I'm 80% water.
Yeah,
so.
see, this guy exactly had your mind. You're like, well, we can't use a dummy. I'm mostly water. And it's like, all right.
Well, if rain kind of floats down, so.
And then you invited everybody to wait. You're like, hey, everyone, watch this fucking sick shit I'm about to do. This guy just fucking dies.
What if it was like his
Yeah.
30th birthday? He's like, for my 30th birthday, I'm going to pop out, get this,
I'm
in
gonna
my
invent-
flying suit.
Flight.
Also, imagine if he pulled it off, dude.
I know.
Coming down, landing from the Eiffel Tower, and just getting all the pussy. You'd be like, yo, that dude flies. He has a flying suit.
Yeah, I mean, that is the risk. And that's what I've always said. If you're going to kill yourself, do something fucking cool that if you somehow survive, you have a good life lined up for you.
True.
Like I was always, in my mind, barrel over Niagara Falls. You know?
You're
Go
gonna
over-
barrel and
I'm going
see
to
if
get
you
in a
live it?
barrel and go over Niagara Falls.
See if you survive that.
And if I survive, that's a legend.
True. Like, yeah,
If
you
you
went
die-
from suicide case to fucking legend. dude.
Absolute legend.
Oh, even if you do die, yeah, exactly.
And then
It's
you
like-
just fucking die. Still dying cool instead of being a coward because anybody that.
yeah,
So-
I do want. Yeah, maybe. I do want to talk to. I
Or
want to
just
start
like
going
figure
to.
out tightrope walking and be like, I've never even done it once. I'm gonna walk between these two buildings.
That would be good suicide outreach to be like, we're just trying to get people to do cool stuff when they actually eventually do kill themselves.
Yeah. Instead of killing yourself, just do something really fucking risky.
Power of the act. Yeah.
Ramp off the Grand Canyon, having never ridden a motorcycle in your life.
Yeah. If your suicide doesn't involve a ramp, that is kind of shitty.
Yeah, that's like I'm not one of those people that thinks suicide's like a selfish act. I'm not one of those dickheads.
Yeah.
But not doing something cool when you do,
Yeah. Exactly.
that is actually slightly selfish. If you're willing to die for nothing,
True.
do something fucking cool to die.
Yeah. Or stop an unenduring sense of pain.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The note would be sick. Be like, I'm so sorry, guys. This isn't your fault. I just need to know how much air I can get.
Yeah.
I think I can get like probably 16 feet of air, and I have to find out. It's not your guys' fault. I love you, and I'm proud of you all.
How would you? Yeah.
How would I kill myself?
Ramps are fucking.
I've already said if I kill myself before.
What was
Me, motorcycle, and I'd just have 2 buckets of paint, red and blue. No, blue and white, and run into the White House, dude. No political statement. Just be like, how'd he die? Be like, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
More like a rock song. It's just like, that's cool imagery.
Yeah, it sucks these days. You can't even pull that off.
Do you think they
Barricaded up right now? It'd be tough to get a bike in there.
Well, if I might as well build the ramp at this point. It's already a suicide mission. If I
gonna see you build a
aired.
ramp. If you went down, did you see the Black Lives Matter mural in front of the White House?
No.
It's fucking sick. It's like the whole street. If you rode your motorcycle the whole way, actually with paint, that might be a bad look because you probably spill a little on the mural.
I'd be careful. I'd have the lids on. Well, no, I'd have the lids because the impact would set the lids off.
Okay.
I wouldn't just be open, but I wouldn't have live juice, bro. I wouldn't have open buckets of paint.
That might be cool though, live juice, because it would
count the trail.
The trail would be sick.
Pretty sick too.
It'd be like Rocket League.
I'd call them up. Whoever's in charge of such murals, I'd be like, look, man, tomorrow I'm gonna fly by this thing on a Yamaha. Also, can you build me a quarter pipe near the White House? Can you do me a solid here? If I build this thing, they obviously know my fucking deal.
Yeah.
Just build me the cages, dude.
If you could ramp into the White House.
How much do you think the Trumps have dirt bikers to the White House?
What if the 1 in a trillion chance you hit Donnie? Just he happens to be out walking. You do die. That's literally the greatest assassination.
If he dies via dirt bike,
bike accident,
and you lived,
you did survive, they'd have to let you go. That would be a case where people would be like, all right, that one's.
It's an accident. That's like Cheney's. That's Cheney's hunting accident. It's like, dude, I caught fucking air. Ended up into the fucking White House.
Don got under me.
Don got under my tires.
Don got under me.
Don got under the tires. It's a street bike, dirt bike, so obviously you can do both.
That's fucking sick. Semper Tyrannis, dude.
Damn, man. Yeah, I wonder. Oh, you'd have to first get through Weapons Most Ominous. So you'd have to dirt bike your way through Weapons Most Ominous.
Weapons Most Ominous.
Dogs.
Ironically, does sound like a cool fucking rap album.
Weapons Most Ominous.
It sounds like a track Wu-Tang would release.
That actually kind of does.
It sounds like a RZA line.
What kind of weapons do you think they had for like
the ominous weapons?
Mm-hmm. It's guns.
Almost 100% guns.
Glock 9mm. Yeah, it was probably like they. You know what though? They probably told him that like in case shit pops off, the White House lawn's probably decked out with like
turrets.
Transformer level shit where it's like they probably built shit where like if it goes down. they can press the button. Let me just touch the.
We need to get rid of the fire. The fucking
treasure's here. In case I don't know if you can see the treasure. It's hidden behind the salt lamp. Treasure's right there. I don't want to hide it from your vantage.
You would be obsessed with treasure, dude. The treasure's right here and right here. You need to learn that.
True. You're right. Actually, that's why I bought the map. I knew I had something to learn from it.
This treasure map stinks.
It's fucking great, dude.
No, we need something better.
I just don't want everyone to see the marble table, dude. Come on, fucking. The marble table. I don't know if you want to see the marble U-line table, dude.
Table's nice. We got a good studio going.
We do.
When is this flag gonna stop getting wrinkled? Do you think?
How do you iron it? I didn't know how you ironed a flag. Is there? Do you know a local like a flag smith? I mean, can I take this to the dry cleaner and be like, be like, look, you motherfucker, I can't have this thing like this because they know how to. Does a dry cleaner know how to fold a flag properly? Clearly, somebody didn't fold this properly, which chaps my fucking
Someone
ass.
just crumbled it up in a ball.
Oh, that's why you iron a flag so people know you didn't fold it, so they know that you didn't fold it properly. Kind of showing your ass.
This is embarrassing.
With a ringed flag.
This?
Well, look, I'm not going to say.
Whose flag is this?
I'm not going to. I would never.
Someone in your family. Someone from your murderous bloodline. Your scoundrel murderous bloodline. And now,
I'm not going to say, dude.
Fucking treasonous bloodline.
Look, man,
your bloodline is disgusting.
I'm not going to say I know who did it.
This is Bill.
No, it's not. It's not Bill.
It's not Bill.
I'm not going to play 21 questions with you.
I apologize, Bill.
Not going to play 21 questions.
I take that back. I shouldn't be on the air.
Dude, yeah, man. Somebody crumped the flag. Also, they should have taught us how. I'm not saying who did it. They also
You said no when I said Bill. You said
I said I'm not playing this game.
So it's not your bloodline.
I crumpled the flag.
You crumpled the flag. Whoever crumpled the flag.
I neglected the flag. All
I
right.
remember being a kid and thinking that was like, I remember thinking that was like a serious thing.
Never once did I at any point.
I genuinely thought like, because people, I never did, but people in the morning would go like fold the flag and shit out front of school.
You would see it. You would spy it. And be like,
I'd see them. Well, the students did it.
True.
That was a student job. And I remember thinking it was like a law. Like the flag can't touch the ground.
Like killing praying mantises.
Yeah, killing praying mantis. The laws I followed were definitely killing praying mantis.
Fold the flag.
Don't let the flag touch.
Did you ever
the ground.
see a weak fold and fucking get nervous or be like, this guy's about to get
Well,
scooped?
cops are gonna come. This guy's folding this thing wrong. Fucking cops will be here any second.
Have you ever seen a bad fold where you kind of got worried?
All right,
I
hear
mean,
me out.
first of all, you fucking treat this thing like you treat my
the
pirate map
treasure
like
map
shit.
is garbage. Look, hear me out on this. There should be a Twilight Zone episode where white people are the victims of a systemic culture of
Mhm.
racism,
Sure.
where black cops show up to white neighborhoods and enforce crimes, petty crimes that white people commit,
Yeah.
like kill a praying mantis.
I mean, dude, it's
Huh?
call it 20. Call
No
it
one laughed.
2055. This is what's going to be in 2055. We're gonna defund
True.
the police. You're gonna be like, at your house, some black dude's gonna come and be like, excuse me, you can't do this. And we're like, why don't you leave us alone? Why don't you keep us alone? Why don't you leave us alone?
Yeah.
There's just like 90 white people left in 60 years. And we're like, why don't you guys leave us alone? All we're trying to do is do our culture. Like, what are you
Please
guys up
leave
to? And be
us.
like, Nazis and stuff. Come on, man. It's a fucking-
Yeah.
That's just gonna make it.
We came from kings in Germany. Our German kings.
Yeah, we're gonna be a minority soon. They're gonna be like, come on, guys, a minute for white culture. We're gonna be like showing like Kenny Chesed. Like, yeah, we used to do cool stuff sometimes.
Yeah, we
I
had
don't
cool
know.
stuff, but there's just gonna be a Gestapo of lesbians breaking into your house.
Oh yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Social workers, dude. You're gonna have
Social workers are.
You're gonna
You
have block captains.
described what social workers are to me, and they are truly the last people I believe we need mediating anything.
True. You give they
Especially if we're going to be sending social workers into inner cities, you know who we're sending in. The social workers are all going to be white teenage.
they won't
white
go. That's the thing.
20-year-olds.
No, they won't go. They'll be like, they'll go there and be like, I'm actually just gonna work for my dad.
Dude, how many of the police do you think are going to get raped? How many like hot college social workers are going to go try to bust up a fucking?
I mean, that is the
I'm going to
valid.
start committing crimes just so social workers come over to my house.
Yeah, like you're a bad boy. Be like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So.
What's up?
Yeah. What? What am I?
Yeah, man. I mean, the funny thing is, whenever I'd ask a lot of the, let's say, super left, far-leaning social work colleagues, like, where are you guys doing your field placement? They're like, I'm at Bryn Mawr School. I'm there working with the P. It's like, okay, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
fine. So yeah, they wouldn't come, but you'd have like front level, not tooting my own horn. You'd have the fucking beast like me pulling up into a drug ring and be like, all right, boys, what we got going? Actually, no, I wouldn't be doing that. I'd be going there for like guys who'd be like shitting themselves alone in their house instead of a cop being like, come on, you motherfucker, get up. You'd have some guy
Yeah.
just being like, I respect you. I just want to know you're so fucking powerful.
Have you tried programming?
Can we go over your strengths
You
right
should
now?
get high. You should get high as fuck tonight. Some guy who shits his pants.
Oh fuck. Yeah,
I'm
man.
sorry, I didn't mean to demean your.
No,
Practice.
it's a. I mean, you know where social work started from? Was some rich white people being like, "Let's go down there to Flea Bottom and teach fucking Skid Row." And we're like, these guys are all fucked up. Let's go down there and measure their heads.
Flea Bottom.
Yeah,
That fucking Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it started out with white people being like, "Look, hear me out on this, but I think you can measure people's heads to see if they're smart or not, and then
Yeah.
we'll go down. You can also tell if they're criminals too by like the way their eyes are, and you go down there, and if they are criminals by looking at their eyes, let's just teach them not how to be pieces of shit." And that's what social work started.
It's funny that was like that used to be like Minority Report back then. They're like, we finally have the technology to, pre-crime. We can prevent crime. How big is his fucking forehead?
Like, this guy looks retarded.
This guy
I
looks
think there's a
retarded.
link. I think there's a link.
And unfortunately, there's no doubt in my mind that there was a strong link between dudes who had like deformed heads and vicious crimes back in the old
Because
days.
they used to like come by and be like, "Please, sir, can you help me? Get out of here, you fucking freak!" And you would kick them. Ew, dude, you look
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah, they put him in bell towers and shit.
Your mom probably did something bad. That's why you look like that. Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you were a freak, you had to hide.
Yeah.
People would throw rocks. Little kids would see you and instinctively be like, fuck, man,
Yeah,
throw a rock
freak.
at you. And their parents would be like, throw rocks at the freak again? Have another, here's one more spoon of soup.
You fucking hit that freak? You hit him good? That's my boy.
Remember, I used to throw rocks at freaks back in my day. Guy finally jumped off of a mountain, but
Anyway, he raped a bunch of girls and then killed himself. But now it's
Yeah,
the freak's problem.
one time I pegged him right in the nuts. Your brother's like, you didn't hit him in the fucking nuts. You hit him in the leg. You're like, fuck, you had a
I hit
big
him in the
freak. You had a big
nuts. I hit
freak
the
dick.
freak and then-
I saw his nuts. I saw the freak down in the lake taking a bath. He had the biggest fucking
He
nuts.
did not.
I saw his nuts. They
He
were.
didn't hit his nuts. He's been telling this story for years. He didn't hit the freak's nuts. I did.
It was a fucking arrowhead. I found it. Fucking hit him.
Skipped it right across the water. Jumped out. Hit the freak right in the deck. He was on a date. He was on a date. The freak was on a date.
I mean, dude, can you trust the fact that, I mean, people did write history. I can't trust the fact that some guy, there's got to be people who got to be like, all right, and write down for the official record what happened. It was 4 dudes. And like, oh yeah, do you see that time I like jumped over all those dudes and killed those people? They're like, oh yeah, dude, that was right before like I got pussy and like won that other battle. Like, oh yeah, dude, I forgot. Yeah, you did that. That was sick. There's
Yeah.
no way you kept people from not lying.
No.
Because didn't John Smith lie? Wasn't John Smith like a fucking total liar?
I do think I've been hearing that a little. Been hearing rumblings of that.
I thought it was acceptable. You could like come home and spin a yarn and they'd be like,
Oh yeah, John Smith was like a known like he would I mean he was
exaggerating.
He was literally in a new world writing history.
True.
Literally, no one was there to be
Today I
like.
got here, got pussy, and the chief tried to break it up, but she thought I was hot.
But I ended up fucking a 12-year-old. I think Pocahontas was like 9. I could be wrong.
I think she peeped his game for like 3 years though. Finally, he was like, no, it was like DMX and
Yeah, he
Belly.
was
He was
smashed.
like, yo, chill, you're only 12. I'll let you suck my dick.
Yeah, and it was something else. I think it was like John Rolfe or something married her,
Yeah.
Sir Walter Raleigh. I forget. There's all these fucking guys. They're literally all the same.
Yeah.
And they
The whole team hit.
yeah,
The whole
everybody
squad hit.
Everybody
Honest.
ran a
The
squad.
whole squad hit
Yeah,
Hontus, dude.
squad ran deep on.
Nobody
Hontus.
talks about Belly. How like, dude, Belly's all they wrote DMX is like, yo, you're only 16. I'll let you give me head though. That was like back then. That was like for sure, dude.
Yeah,
Document that.
Yeah, and that was I think I'll go on the record in 2020 saying that 16-year-old actress, I'm sure she wasn't 16 because I thought she was very attractive. She must be older.
They might have, dude.
I think they casted an older lady because, dude, you know she was.
I mean,
hot.
it was
the girl with
written-
like it was in her room, in her like pink room on the phone. It's like, yeah, I sucked his dick
Oh,
too.
dude.
I was a kid, like,
The girlfriend from Friday.
yeah,
She's
the whole
yelling
thing
at
was
Craig.
hot.
Oh boy, don't get me started.
Oh, girlfriend from.
Woo, don't get me started. To this day, whenever I'm at the bank and like if a lady at the bank has fake nails on the keyboard, I'm like, keep it together, Matt. I'll hear that. No, I hear that clack, 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 and I'm like, oh God, Jesus Christ.
Really, you like the fake nails?
Oh boy. Did you ever get your back scratched by him or your head just like this?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
oh God.
It's a new experience.
Whew, it's a good one. The I completely lost train of thought and thinking about getting scratched.
Think
by
about
fake
those
nails.
long nails.
Just clacking that keyboard.
Yeah.
And they see my bank account. I would go to TD at the time when I had like $75 in my bank, and they'd be like, I'm like, oh my God, this lady's so hot. And pull up $75. Like, can I have $10? There you go.
Yeah, bank his dad.
Yeah,
You
man.
just have to go to dad. Be like, can I get like $10 to get like snacks?
I'm also laughing too at thinking like in when they film Belly, they're like, all right, X, you're gonna freestyle, you're talking to your girlfriend, go. And he's like, I'm gonna let you suck my dick because you're 16. They're like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, what? You're not leaving that in? They're like, fuck it, keep it. Let you
that
suck
was-
my dick though, but
man,
you can't tell anyone.
That's
This is pedoph-
sexy.
it was
DMX
like-
banging his lady in that
In the shower?
Who'd you like better, his lady or T-Boz?
T-Boz in that scene, DMX's lady.
DMX is bae.
But-
And DMX looked good.
DMX
man.
is back?
DMX is back, dude.
Boomer, dude.
He looked fucking.
And he's a short king too. So that's like he's showing you
Yeah.
how you short king it. You get a sick back tat, and if your girlfriend catches you cheating on her,
You just fuck her really hard.
you act quick.
Come out of the shower hot.
Yeah. Also, you think X was like, is this okay if I eat your pussy? Excuse me. Is it okay if I eat your pussy right now while you're mad? Yeah, that's what he did. He was like, all right, I'm a pedophile, but that doesn't stop me from fucking you right now. She's 16
I wonder if Epstein pulled that off or tried to.
on,
Like, just people caught him being a
and
pedophile.
he's fucked them.
And he was like, what'd you say?
They're like,
Tried
oh,
to fuck
fuck.
him real quick.
Yeah, he just turned on a black light and starts fucking them. Like, damn, this looks sick, dude. Sorry, I'm wrong.
Yeah, young Jeffrey.
Yeah, that was a nice, it was a good scene where DMX has sex with his girlfriend. They make up.
Yeah.
about his transgressions.
About his
With a minor.
He did.
With
You
a
know,
minor.
a 16-year-old was sucking his dick. He taught her how to give head.
True. And then she was like, I heard you had sex with a young kid. And he was like, check out these alien posters.
I'm
of
about
this
to fuck you. I'm gonna break out of this with some sex.
Yeah.
Where are we at time-wise? I think we've
think we-
scratching the bottom. We're back to
blown
belly
a load.
talk.
True. That's when we know. It's all,
We
we're like-
usually have exhausted
Another
all-
thing about Belly, the movie
One
Belly.
more thing about belly.
Do you know Method Man? No, yeah, Lemaire, where we at?
Lemaire, are
It's
you-
about like an hour 45.
oh wow, this is perfect.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it's pretty good. First time in the studio.
first studio. It does get a little awkward. It's uncomfortable at first. But the
think-
the studio's gonna be good. We're gonna get rid of this dog shit pirate map here shortly. You can take it back.
I get some use for this.
Yeah, what
I have myself on Zoom.
What use?
You think I wasn't dying to have this thing behind me in Zoom? I was
That's
like, you know
true.
what? I'll share my pirate flag. Shane deserves cool things every now and again.
We should get a pirate flag.
True.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are some cool flags. They got some really cool ones. Not just that. I'm talking like actual old pirate
No,
flags.
they fucking
You ever
rule.
look at those?
But dude, once we showed Stars and Bars, we replaced this with a pirate flag. It's a statement.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see how the
Well,
government
we
handles
can
things.
actually have a pirate flag. We can fold this perfectly and put it in a case. That's
gotta
a happy,
fold it.
That's a happy ending. I'll fold this thing in 2 seconds, dude.
You could never.
I can assemble a rifle while I fold this thing. No problem. I could figure out how to pop a gun out of a bullet while I load this thing.
I will be in Helium, St. Louis, the 18th. Oh, actually, I think it's the 19th, 20th, and 21st now. Got to figure that out. I think I got bumped by a female comic.
Really? Bumped you back?
Yeah.
They got in there first?
I think they're doing Thursday, and I'm going to do Sunday now.
I figured they let you
Friday, Saturday,
take
Sunday.
the first wave of like.
Well, I was supposed to take the first wave, but then
Excuse me.
that got pushed back.
Sure.
So the guy who was the next week, they're not going to move him back too. They just switched me.
Right.
So yeah, I think the 19th, 20th, 21st. Just look at the website. Helium Comedy St. Louis.
Oh yeah.
And this is our studio. We're gonna record here. We're probably maybe the gamer chair bit. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we can give people who are on
We
this.
can make the guests sit in the gamer chair. Our whole thing was to make our guests sit in regular chairs, and we sat in gamer chairs.
Yeah, I know.
And now we might be the idiots.
Well, I told you the story about when I had to pick up this gamer chair from UPS.
No.
Oh my god, dude! I fucking went to UPS, so it got mailed. It didn't get here, so I had to go to UPS to pick, or FedEx, wherever it was, to pick it up. And it was still pre-coronavirus. So UPS has weird hours where it shuts down for like an hour and then opens back up. Then it's like at 2:30 or 3, it opens back up. So I'm in a line with like 4 or 5 other people. And while we're waiting to get in there, like, dude, fucking 30 people get in line. So we finally all get in there. And then like, so I'm sitting there and I'm like arguing, like, no, it's here. And I'm like kind of like, I need this. I urgently needed our chair. So I'm like, no, blah, blah, blah. And then like all of a sudden, like, is this it? And it just has like respawn gamer chair. And it has like this, it has like these fire graphics on it, dude.
Oh.
And I'm like, yeah, fuck. It's in the box and like the picture on the box. I'm like, everyone's kind of looking at me. And I'm like, fuck. and then some kid goes to his mom, like, mom, he's got a gamer chair. Mom, everybody has them. Can I get a gamer chair? And the mom looked at me like, you fucking dork.
Loser.
And I was like, and it was heavy. So I was like straining. I was like, fuck. I like wimped out on my gamer chair. I was like, kind of looking at the kid like, yeah, dude, fuck you.
Yeah, gamer chairs are tight. I'm not gonna let anybody criticize our studio into me not thinking gamer chairs are tight. That is 100% gonna fall back here shortly, and it's gonna be great.
That's how I'm gonna die. I'm getting impaled by a bullhead and suffocated by the American flag.
All right.
That's how you get tough, dude. That'd be my.
All right, let's end this episode.
Can you take this? Oh.